Ric Flair.
All right, now let's see if
Rock,
it works.
that kind of stuff. And then so he was just sitting there, and I needed somebody to roll with, so I went over and I was like, "All right, you want to roll?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he just sat on his butt and then started talking about wrestling, and I was like, "Wait,
Okay, we're back up.
hear me?
We're back up, guys.
Oh, I think we're live. Yep.
Okay,
that's cool."
Let me change the name of the title again.
And then so I asked him like a couple more times. I was like, "Do you want to roll?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And then, so I got in position, and then he just like laid on his back.
All right, we're back. Now we figured it out.
So confused. Trying to find out he's mentally handicapped.
Oh.
He has the brain of like an 8-year-old.
But he wrestles.
No.
Oh
no.
Oh.
No. This was what was weird. Like he just like he laid on his back, and I got him in side control, and like he done nothing. Like I grabbed his arm and just moved.
What's up, Randy?
Like no resistance or anything. He just let me put his arm there, and I put a Kimura on him, and he tapped, and he said, "Good job." And I was like, "This is fucking weird." And then I got him with an omoplata, like I'm sitting there like, why is he letting me do this?
Yeah, we did it.
And so I was trying to think about it. Then I went and sat next to the Guatemalan guy. I kind of nudged him. I was like, "Is this guy all there?" He's like, "No, he's 8 years old. 8 years old. In the 8 years old."
Can you give drunk? Can you give me just 1 second? Because I'm trying to tell you guys we're live because we're brand new again and it's a new video. So we gotta say hi to everybody. We can't just let them walk into a conversation.
Hey,
what's up, everybody? We were having technical difficulties, everybody. Something happened. We had to totally restart the computer. We were only live on Twitch for some reason. I don't know why, but we fixed it now. So we're back, and now Drunk can go back to finishing his story about jiu-jitsu. As long as it doesn't take an hour.
I was pretty much done. It was just like besides getting like manhandled by these guys that were much bigger and stronger.
We're buffering a lot.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not my internet. I don't know what would be causing it to be buffering now.
Could be that one thing that I told you about like a year and a half ago.
We fixed that thing, I think.
No, did you unplug your router and leave it out for like 10-15 seconds? Like sometimes to reset your gate or an IP address, you have to totally disconnect for like 10-15 seconds, like the power cycle out.
Okay, so Randy says it's probably YouTube having an issue because all the other streams that they looked at are buffering too.
Yeah, I'm looking at other streams right now, seeing if they're having issues. So give me a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we're doing better now too.
Are we? Okay.
Yeah.
So and like we were just fine on Twitch, right? So I don't think it's our internet. I think there's something crazy going on with YouTube tonight.
I blame Graw.
Yeah, it is. You know what? It didn't happen until Graw came in, right? It's all Graw's fault.
Right.
I blame Hope.
I blame everybody. Eddie. I blame everybody.
Blame everybody.
It's never my fault. I can tell you that. It's never Eddie's fucking fault.
I think we'd all agree just to blame it on Randy with an eye.
Should we blame it on Randy with an eye? I guess we can do that. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute, guys. So I bought something. Well, I bought a couple of things from Costco from Monday. These things are... Oh, wait, my camera's turned off. I'm surprised Drunk Uncle's not yelling at me for my camera not being on.
Are you sure today is not Monday?
I'm pretty sure it's not. I bought these things. Yeah. They're organic, gently dried strawberries. These things are addicting. What's that, Drunk?
So I wonder how you gently dry something. You just leave it out in like room temperature?
I don't know, but it's really good.
Maybe you dry it at a lower temperature.
There you go. I had some of those. I was on a chocolate fix the other day, so I had to buy some chocolate raisins.
Ew.
You don't like chocolate-covered raisins? Jeez, you don't like anything. Okay, Dee's in the wrong room, so I'm going to bring Dee over here. D, you joined the wrong room, but I brought you over.
There she is.
Yeah.
Welcome, D. I'm
What's
glad
up?
you found your way.
Yeah, glad you found your way.
What's up, Master? She might have her mic lowered or something. I don't know. We can't hear you, D.
Yeah, we can't.
The other thing, so I also got M&Ms, a peanut M&Ms, and yes, I know I'm allergic to peanuts, but I'll still eat M&Ms every once in a while. And it's the same size jug, but since Monday, it's already like halfway gone.
Why don't you eat the M&M plains?
I don't know why. I like the M&M peanuts.
Oh, I like the M&M plains.
Well, so do
And
I.
if you're allergic, yeah, but if you're allergic to peanuts, I'm like,
Well, they get stuck in my stomach, right? I might get a bowel obstruction.
Right, yeah. Yes.
So as long as I eat just a little bit, I'm okay. But unfortunately, when I'm sitting there and I have them when I'm watching TV, it's kind of hard to only drink one or drink one. I just saw somebody say drunk.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Wedding Planner?
Yes. Wait, Wedding Planner?
Jennifer
No.
Lopez
No.
I have
and
seen that one.
Matthew McConaughey. In the movie, Jennifer Lopez, I think it was Matthew McConaughey. Anyway, they said that he only eats the brown peanuts because it's closer to what chocolate looks like.
Really?
So at the end, like she's throwing out all the colors and he walks up to her and is like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, somebody once told me that they only eat the brown M&Ms because they're closer to, the natural color." It's like, that's what I always think of when somebody talks about M&Ms.
I gotcha. So do you know, I forget which band it was, but there was a band that in their, they have this thing, is it like, whatever you're supposed to have every time you go to this, if you want them to come and play at your event, they have a thing where like, hey,
I know where you're going already. I already know where you're going. Go ahead.
So this one band said, well, we only want green M&Ms. And the only, it's not or whatever color they chose, right? It's not because they only wanted a certain color M&M. They just wanted to make sure that the people putting on the event actually read their little disclaimer. Their rider, that's it.
Yeah.
Who was it? It was Metallica?
Oh, it wasn't Metallica, was it? No. I thought it was Aerosmith.
That's what I thought too, was Aerosmith.
Metallica done it too.
Did they?
Yeah, they're probably not the only ones. The other end of the spectrum from Hope's story is, and I think it was on 2.5 Men, and they were talking about asking why Charlie Sheen didn't want to get married. He goes, "You ever get a bag of M&Ms?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It has like mostly brown M&Ms in there." Yeah. But then there's different colors. There's green and there's yellow and there's red. He goes, "Yeah." So, well, if you're married, just imagine all you get to have for the rest of your life is nothing but brown M&Ms. You don't get any red M&Ms. You don't get any blue or green or yellow. Brown M&Ms for the rest of your life. You can't have those. He goes, I like red M&Ms and green M&Ms.
We were all wrong. We were all wrong.
Was we? Okay, don't tell us.
You guys want to guess?
Yeah, let's see if anybody in chat knows.
Okay, what band required brown, and it's brown M&Ms? They said they only want brown M&Ms in their
yeah.
No, I think Metallica was like green or something.
Well,
so was it okay? Let's just start guessing. Was it Rolling Stones?
No, not that. Not that old.
Not that old. Not that old.
John
it was.
Jovi.
You're kind of close.
Van Halen.
Nels is a lot closer. And,
really?
And you just got it right, Graw. You and David Aguilar. It's Eddie Van Halen's band, Van Halen.
Van Halen, yes.
Yeah, it was Van Halen that did that. Interesting. So,
those riders can be pretty detailed because I used to have to fill those riders.
Eddie, did Pelosi ever get back the laptop that was left that they stole in the Capitol? I don't know. They don't even talk about that. I haven't heard a damn thing about that.
Funny. Yeah, you think odds are she didn't get it back. That's why they don't talk about it.
Yeah, I wish I would know who had that laptop. I can say this. There is one good thing I can say about dying, and they say, at least in the religion and stuff, they say when you die, you're gonna go to heaven, and everything's gonna be revealed to you, right? So I'm actually not scared to die because I cannot wait to go up there, and I want to know what really happened and everything. You know what I mean? I want to know. I'm going to be asking so many answers. Or actually, they say you're just going to know, right, Hope? So it's just like you just know. And then I'll be like, that fucking bitch. Right?
I don't think you'll be saying that if you go to heaven.
That's true. But I'll be like.
What I've said before is that those questions aren't going to matter at that time.
Yeah, they'd be like so insignificant once you realize how.
Oh, yeah. I'm very vengeful. I think I still would be like this woman or this person, or you know what I mean? I still think I would be.
I don't think so.
I don't think there is vengeance in heaven.
Nope.
Yeah, I thought you kind of.
You guys suck. You're ruining it for me.
I know. Bursting that bubble. Pop.
Yeah, you guys are popping. Hold on. That's you guys.
And poor D, I wonder if Dee's trying to talk. D, can you type in chat also, and while you're in Discord, and let us know if you're having issues. Or Discord, over in the Discord chat.
Master Angler says, Swallow only likes brown M&Ms.
We had a few people join during our technical difficulties, but nobody wants to join and chat with us.
Yeah.
Are we that scary?
I think we are. We're scary.
I mean, don't be intimidated by Graw. I mean, he's just scary looking because he's old. So
we should hold on. Let me look here. Let me look at the other Discord chats right now. Maybe we could just go and sneak into one of them and say, "Hey, do you guys mind if we come in live?"
We could. Okay.
I really don't think Chris's is full. Chris has like 20 people in his.
Yeah, they're all watching everything going on there.
Is there action going on?
Yeah,
you know what? I totally said I wasn't going to talk about. How about this? At least, can we talk about last night? I know I don't want to talk about stupid 1776. Not stupid. I shouldn't use that word.
No.
But I'm very disappointed lately in what's been going on in 1776. I said I wasn't going to talk about it evermore.
Nothing going on over there right now.
Okay, should we talk about what happened last night? And maybe you guys might change my opinion. But I was very turned off last night about what I was seeing.
Graw, you missed it.
I did?
No, Graw did.
Why? What happened?
He went to sleep or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
When after we were talked.
Yeah.
When we were watching.
Did you watch anything that happened from last night, Graw, this morning?
I was in JJ for a while last night while you guys were there, but I called it a night early.
Okay. So here's.
I was just watching. I wasn't chatting.
So here's what I saw, and so I honestly I will not go watch Oreos, because like on Streamlabs I can go in there and it'll tell me who watched my channel, and I can see it now. Like, look, Eddie watched my channel.
What's an Oreo? Isn't it like, can you order cookies online or something?
Yeah, they're these fake things, that aren't very good for you.
Oh, double stuffed. I can't. Okay.
Yeah, they're double stuffed. Yeah. So anyway, so I went in there and so I was watching Anarchy Princess, and then she shut her video down. But when I was watching her video, I think it's Big D. I guess, I don't know. He was riding on a scooter, and he's riding by real close, and then there's those rental scooters, but those things go pretty fast, don't they? How fast do those things go?
Mm-hmm.
So
probably 15, 20.
Okay, so he's riding by like full speed, and so she's standing here, and there's another person standing right here, and he's barely squeezed by. Oreo did it a couple times. Big D did it a couple times, but then Big D started adding to it. When Big D was going by, he was doing a fishtail. I don't know if a lot of people on here know what a fishtail is, but like when you have a bike, to do a fishtail is you could kind of lift up your back tire and make it slide to the right, so you're like going straight. You're not gonna hit somebody, and then you fishtail. So he was like kind of threatening them, and I'm like, all right, that's kind of stupid. Come to find out, the dude was really freaking drunk. And then, but Oreo and them just kept driving by, right? They're not in the area for what I know where everybody else was, or the whole permitted place. And Oreo and them just kept coming by and egging it on and egging it on. And to me, it looked like a whole bunch of those little fucking kids, right? When you're a kid and your sister's there, and she's like, "Mom, will you tell them to stop touching me?" And he's like, "I'm not touching you," because you're like that far away. To me, that's what everybody last night seemed like. Both sides. I'm not picking a side. It just seemed like a freaking childhood moment. Yes.
Hope is looking at me. Eddie, Hope is looking at me.
Stop looking at me.
Will you fucking stop that, Hope?
Want to see my face?
Master Angler, yeah, we can do a conspiracy session one of these nights. You give us a topic and we'll do that. But I just thought it was so fucking childish last night, right? And so I'm just like, and everybody, like, so then I finally went over, I'm not going to lie, I did go watch Oreo's chat because he was away, he was where nobody else was, and so I'm like watching the chat in there, and everybody's like, oh, it's all their fucking fault, they were fucking, it's their fault for messing with Oreo, and their fault for messing with Big D, and I'm thinking in my head, like, what are you guys watching? I just watched the damn thing, and both sides were antagonizing each other. Nobody was right in that situation.
Hey, DK Records, man.
What's
Long
up,
time no
DK?
see, dude.
What's
DK.
up, bro? How the hell you doing? So I don't know. What do you guys think?
If you're drunk, DK, don't come up in freaking Discord and start hogging the show, bro. Just saying. He knows.
Does he know?
We cool. We good, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just, I haven't been paying attention to it all the time. And so somebody said to me, but Eddie, they were totally messing with, Santa and everybody all day long. But you know what? I've been around Antifa. That's what they do. Right? Just like you told me, Gra. Yeah. The other day you said, look, we know Oreo's going to come fuck with you. Just do me a favor and just ignore him. And I did, finally, for once. So maybe because I stood my ground and just, not stood my ground, but I actually turned the other cheek the other night. Maybe I'm changing my always. So
see how that worked out. See how it worked out, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, you saw some of it, Gra. Hope you saw a lot of it. What do you guys think about it, DK? I don't know if you're watching this stuff. What do you think about it? Anybody in chat? What do you guys think? No. Was it childish last night? Was it like a Jerry fucking Springer show the whole entire time?
It is Jerry.
And what does that get? You want when you're dealing with you want to say, hey, I'm going to do something for this, and I agree. We need to fix our country, right? We need to stand up for each other. But when you act like children and you want to step into a man's realm, or a woman's realm, like Congress and senators, you can't go in there acting like that.
Yeah.
Do you really think?
And listen, and I'm not trying to play the card like, oh, I'm all this and that and the other, but I don't know how many times I've put in chat, you guys are arguing over whether they shit in a bucket or not. In the meantime, our administration is still cashing checks from the Chinese Communist Party every month. The whole family are still cashing checks. And we're worrying about whether you should be on the gravel or the freaking grass.
Yeah.
Man, come on, concentrate, people. Concentrate.
I mean, do you ever see Nancy Pelosi sitting out there being like, well, he said this, and they don't argue like that.
No, they don't argue amongst themselves.
Right.
We tear ourselves down and nitpick and tear the right down, and the left just keeps getting stronger and stronger.
Exactly. We need to start, being more professional. And we got somebody the other day said, act like a politician. Politicians are in it for the long game. They're not in it for the small little win here and there. They're in it for the long haul. So just because they're doing something right now, it may not affect them right now, but they're doing it so they can build it up for later on, Now,
and speaking of which, not to change the subject, but I sent you a little news link over in your personal DM with our favorite Fox girl, formerly the press girl for Trump, and she had a little something to say about the View sent an email to Ron DeSantis inviting him to come on the show. So like really? Yeah,
up,
probably the
Josephine?
first minute. It's not the whole clip. You don't have to watch the whole clip, but like the first minute, maybe minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. Found very interesting and entertaining.
And I also
sure.
like the picture you sent me.
Oh yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't send it. I found that on the internet. I don't know where that came from.
All right. What were you gonna say, drunk uncle?
I was just saying that would be hilarious if they got Ron DeSantis on there.
Well, wait till you see what the emails were about. The DeSantis press people sent a reply to The View.
No, you know what would really be funny if they had President Trump on The View. Could you imagine him with Whoopi Goldberg?
Never happened.
It'll never happen. But wouldn't that be hilarious and as shit? That would be hilarious.
He'd be like, "I'll come on there as long as I get to fire whoever I want to. You're fired."
Right?
I heard she was on the show. I came here to call her a fat bitch.
Yeah. All right. Here is
no fat shaming.
Here. So you say play the first minute of it. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
play
it's probably the first minute and a half. You'll know the end of it. But.
Okay.
Florida's governor is saying thanks, but no thanks to an invitation to join the host of The View. DeSantis turned down an offer to appear on the daytime talk show with his team, tweeting out this scathing response that reads in part, "Thanks for the invite. I understand you are sending this request on behalf of your team, but are the host of The View really interested in hearing from Governor DeSantis about all of the important work he is doing on behalf of Floridians? Which of the below statements from the host of The View do you recommend our team consider when deciding if the interview will be a genuine pursuit of truth or worth the time?" DeSantis' team goes on to lay out many of the personal attacks the liberal host launched against the governor. Here are just a few.
You're just short of calling him a negligent, homicidal sociopath. Because that's
that
what
woman
he
is very
He's
not good
risking
looking.
the lives of children's parents, their grandparents, anyone they may come in contact with, so that he could appeal to his white supremacist base.
DeSantis. I think he handled COVID miserably. I think he's a fascist and a bigot. It's anti-black, it's anti-gay, it's anti-LGBTQ+,
It's anti-American.
and it started with CRT. If you start coming after black people, what comes next, right? Of course, the LGBTQ+ community, and then women, and then other marginalized groups.
I mean, Harris, what an invitation. And the email said we would be honored.
Hold on. There's like so many beautiful women on the screen right now. I got to wait a minute.
As journalist Shannon, we go back and forth with people
Yeah,
all the time.
you let it play
You can
through
have
some if you want, and kind of,
spirited,
talk.
fiery
But
moments, whatever, always with respect, hopefully.
Who reminds you of Linda?
Was something different.
Josephine?
I mean,
I just want to see all the different ladies that are on the screen today. Who's the girl in yellow?
Show that is a whole have the honor.
The one that Bob
I never can remember her name, but I'm in love with the little lawyer in the white.
Yeah,
What's her
I
name?
just noticed her too. I just saw the yellow first because it's bright yellow. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, they scream about. Nell says they scream about protecting children, but they are pro-abortion. Yeah, and today we read a story a few minutes ago. They're all saying now that we're pro-life, but God gives us the right. I don't think God.
Hey, Indigo, Nicole.
There you go. Hey, Master Angler, what kind of conspiracies talk do you want to talk about? So we can have an idea, so we can think about it for the show. Are you talking about like aliens? You talking about chemtrails? What else?
Mandela.
Drunk Uncle's Mandela effect.
You hit a nerve. I watched Tucker's got the thing on the Fox Nation. And he had one of the top guys over there from the UFO Foundation, whatever agency that is, that investigates the UFO. Some very interesting, compelling stuff to listen to. It was like only 40 minutes. Yeah, but interesting stuff. There was actually stuff that happened before Area 51. Like they all talk about 1949. There was actually stuff that went down in 47 that nobody knows about it. It's not an 81. It's a 78.
God Rides a Harley saw that real quick. He's like, you ain't buying my bet if you don't know what year it is, asshole.
The one in the red one in my picture is an 81, so he may think that's the one that I have.
Ah, there you go.
That's gunmetal silver. But yeah, it was worth the watch. Anybody wants to check it out? You just hit a nerve because I was like, oh, UFOs like in the news.
Yeah. So, speaking of that, UFOs and stuff, here was my thought. Earlier before we had all this technical difficulty, actually, yours is gray. Your actually one is gray, right? Or is it black? Raw, your vet.
No, mine's gray, gunmetal gray. But he's right. That's an 81. Yeah. One of the pictures an 81.
Yeah.
But I have a 70.
So, anyways, we were talking about earlier, about would the world be a better place if nuclear weapons didn't exist? Well, so I was watching a special the other day, and it had I never get this guy's name right. He's the head physicist from the Hadron Collider, Miyuki. I forget this guy's name, but anyways.
Oh yeah, Miyake.
Miyake, yeah, you know who I'm talking about, right? He said
Yep.
that in order for us to be able to travel in space, to other galaxies, that our power systems are not up to par. There's no way in hell with our fuel systems we can travel that fast. So we need some kind of new power source, which I would guess would be nuclear power or above. So if we never had
nuclear wouldn't do it. They're talking ion power.
Yeah. Yes. But I mean, in order to get there, if we have ion power, that's going to be worse. Can you imagine that exploding if a nuclear explosion is huge, can you imagine an ion explosion? So, in order to be able to travel to other galaxies, we're going to have to get there.
Yeah. Right? Well, that's unfathomable. Just our Milky Way galaxy is 200 billion light years wide. Just the little galaxy that we live in.
Yeah.
A light year, and light travels at 186,000 miles per second. Put that into a year.
Yeah.
That's a light year.
And now that new Webb, what is it? The James Webb telescope?
Yeah, James Webb.
They found a new galaxy.
Oh yeah.
You see, James Webb telescope.
What they could do is set up, if they could figure out how to harness this, or at least create this new energy. I'm really not sure what ion energy is, but you have that on the moon, and so you shoot from the Earth in a rocket or whatever, land on the moon, and at least if something goes wrong with that energy and it causes a huge explosion, at least it's on the moon and not on Earth.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me try to explain this in a minute or less.
Cool. And real quick, I just put up a picture of. Go ahead. I just while you're talking, so everybody can see it. There's a picture that they took with this new James Webb telescope, and I love colors, and this thing is colorful and awesome looking. That's all I can say.
It's amazing.
There's D.
Yeah, I hear D now. Is that not a beautiful picture? Can you imagine just going into space and looking at that kind of stuff around you?
Yeah, they called it. They named it the Cartwheel, the new one they just posted today, and it's amazing.
Oh, the Cartwheel galaxy, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So they explained space travel this way. I'll try to make it less than 30 seconds. If we were to use even ion power right now, and we launched a vehicle, whatever, to the next star, for example, that it would take so long that in the future we will more than likely find a higher energy that's faster, closer to the speed of light than even ion power. So they surmised it this way: if we were to launch something with ion power, in the next 100 years or 200 years, it still would not be there yet. So say, for example, in 200 years, they have some amazing energy. They would launch a vehicle and it would pass the one that we launch now, because what we launch now would be like launching a sailboat. And in 200 years from now, they would be launching a speedboat.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
So it would actually pass the vehicle that we launch now. So it'd be a waste of time and energy to even try to go there now.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're saying about these new images. Like the images we're seeing have already happened.
Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, yeah.
Doris.
Yeah, it may not even be there now. It may have blown up,
Exactly. And it's so mind-blowing that we're looking at something that's we're seeing it now, but it's already done.
Hey, Nosy joined. Thanks for subbing, Nosy.
Oh, is that how you say their name? I always call it's hard saying yours because then there's also you're gorgeous.
It's why are you so nosy? Is this
why
name?
are you so son? Why couldn't I got that? Eddie, you're a fucking dumbass.
It took me forever to figure it out.
Well, remember Vinny Wynn changed his name to a lazy
lazy something, I don't know.
And I kept calling him Alizé. I'm like, hey, Alizé is here. Oh my gosh, I'm trying this. How do I say this here? I'll just do a screenshot of it. So somebody, that picture of me on top of the Capitol, somebody did some editing to it today and they sent it to me. And here, wait, I can do it this way. And so what I did is, I showed it to them, I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? That's not the way they edited it. It'll pop up on your screen in a minute. Tell me when you guys see it, and tell me what it makes you look. Because they changed the smoke to green. That's on, the tear gas. Right. So tell me what the first thing I saw was something. Tell me what does it make you think of when you see this?
Some really bad gas.
Exactly, drunk uncle. I'm like, man, look. I told her. She's like, I edited your picture for you, Eddie. I'm like, it looks like I had some really bad gas right there.
I can't see.
Yeah, X Galaxy.
Oh, you can't see
Galaxy it? Knows.
It's on YouTube. Are you still on YouTube, D, or no?
No, I'm with you guys on Discord.
Okay, so here, let me show. Let me share. Let me go into Discord and I can share the screen with you real quick. That way you can see it. I'll share my screen with you real quick. And then you can see it. So you got to go on that little box up there. I don't know what it says. I'm always on this end of it. I don't know what it looks on your end.
It says watch stream. You click on the stream. And then if you want, like if you're on your phone, you want to maximize it, double tap it or hold down on it, one or the other, and it'll max your screen out.
There you go.
I'm on my lap. I can see it.
Can you see the green? Doesn't it look like I'm farting right there? Yeah. I left my mark on top of the Capitol. That's what it is.
That's what Eddie does. If he falls over in that scooter, he just blows a hard one to the left and it tilts him, sets him back up on his wheels.
There you go.
It's like the Nancy Pelosi pooper.
Yeah. What about Stephen Richard wants to ask about the Alex Jones phone thing. All right. Hope and Gra and I were here today for that. So we watched the Alex Jones trial. And the other lawyer from the other team was like, he's like, hey, or they're showing him a picture. And he's like, you know where this came from? And he's like, no. He's like, it came from your cell phone. He's like, you know where we got it from? He's like, did you know your attorney messed up and sent us 2 years of cell phone downloads from your cell phone that we weren't supposed to have?
I got it. Yeah.
Hold on, I got to turn you up, D, a little bit. You're a little quiet. There we go.
There's Get Some in the Discord. Hey, Get Some.
We're in trouble now. Here's Get Some.
Yeah, we're in trouble now.
So what do you guys think about that? About his attorney? Now, what's funny is he didn't make a weird look at that time, but they found a time when he went like this in court, and they used that as the photo. He wasn't really looking at that like that when they said that happened,
Wow. Fucking
stuff they weren't on to bring up in the court case, I guess.
Apparently. They didn't really talk to him. It's really confusing, that court case.
Did they say anything that there was anything in that 2 years worth of data that they got, or did they just say, "Hey, we got 2 years of your stuff"?
Yeah, basically that.
Evidently, they didn't find anything, or they would have said something, right? Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, there was bits and pieces that they questioned him about, and he goes, "Well, I don't recall. I don't know. I gave it to my lawyers. Ask them. Like basically, you know what? I gave it to them, and you found it. So what the f." Basically, right?
Oh yeah. And I was wondering.
It was a crap show today. I'll be polite. It was a crap show today.
Well, it is, and the judge kept getting mad, right? And I'm like, why is this judge so mad at Alex Jones? Is he that liberal? And then they showed the video where Alex Jones was talking shit about the judge the day before, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, but you can't present evidence as far as I know, without the other side knowing, that's part of discovery. I think you can get away with stuff in like your closing arguments because they're not allowed.
Hey, Wolf in the chat.
Holy shit!
Sorry,
exactly. And that's the point they brought up.
We got Wolf.
Why wasn't this produced in Discovery? And they said, well, we only found it like 2 weeks ago. And then there was an argument about that, right? So it's, you know what? It's just a shit show.
But here's the thing, though. So, if I'm thinking right, because the defense lawyer sent it to them, they don't have to talk about it in Discovery, because they came from the lawyers. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, Eddie, they only got it like 2 weeks ago.
Send me an email, Wolf, please.
It wasn't in Discovery. So that was the argument today. It was like,
all right, Wolf,
why wasn't this brought up? And they said, well, we just found it 2 weeks ago. You were the one that gave it to the lawyers. And Alex is sitting there going, well, I gave it to them a long time ago. But then all of a sudden they just brought it up today, right? It was a shit show today. It really was. It's just.
And that judge was totally fucking with them.
Discovery may extend, like, say you got some sort of new evidence. Maybe Discovery can be continuous as both sides are aware of what this new evidence is, and they give them enough time. Generally, they'll ask for, like, I need some time to review this information. Can we, restart tomorrow or something? So they have time to prepare an argument for it.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was the problem today, is because nobody knew what the other was doing. So I don't even know. You know what? When I came home from work, I was kind of just watching the clips, and I'm like, holy crap. Like, and so I don't even know what the final outcome was, because I just, like, I watched some clips.
It got turned off.
Oh my God.
It shut down.
But it was like, holy shit.
What's up, Andy?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, so I got a question for you, D. So, do you watch TV while you're working? Are you sitting? Because if you guys don't know, she's a driving instructor. Can you see her?
No,
the other person's driving and she's just watching her phone, sitting on Twitter.
No, I don't. That's why you don't hear from me. You only hear from me when I'm not working.
There you go. I just had to joke with you about it. The other question I have: do you have the oh shit brakes in your car?
Do I have the what?
It's called. We call them oh shit brakes. So when I was a kid.
Yes, I do.
Do you? Yeah. Okay. Because in high school we had a driving car, right, for the high school, and oh my gosh, every time one girl, there was 5 of us in there, or 4 of us. I'm sorry. The driver sat up front, and then 3 of us in the back, and the teacher was in front. Yeah, Ken, there's more. He just came in. I told him to email me. So, anyways, this one girl, Jennifer, that was in my part of my group. Oh my gosh, every time she drove, it was psycho. And so, for some reason, our professor or the teacher, she's like, okay, Jennifer, we're going to drive up to Lookout Point. I don't know what it's called. He said the right word. He didn't say Lookout Point, right? But I mean, it's like straight up like this, and when you get to the top, like, you have to instantly stop, because otherwise you'll go over the hill. And me and my friends have been up there a lot. So I'm sitting there and she's doing like 50 miles an hour up this motherfucker. And I'm like, we're going to die. We're going to die. And all of a sudden you see the teacher and you see his legs go back because he's like pushing on the oh shit brakes that he has, and he's turning the steering wheel. Yeah. I thought we were going to fly off the mountain.
No, I do have the brakes on my side of my car.
Okay.
That's my company. Like, I work for 2 companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my company I work for I'm under contract. I get paid by the lesson.
Okay.
I get what I get, right? So sometimes I do 12 hours, sometimes I do 4 hours a day. Depends on the students, right?
Sure.
But yeah, I do have the extra brake in my car. But when I train people on school buses,
mm-hmm.
There's no brake, there's no nothing. There's like, I take a person out of a car and I throw them in the seat of a 40-foot bus, and I say, okay, let's see what you got. Yep. So there's no brake.
Okay, now I have to ask.
That's more scarier than in my car.
I see. So there's a lot of stereotypes about certain drivers. Some drivers are worse than others. Who were the worst drivers out of your experience?
The worst drivers out of my experience are males between 40 and 50 years old.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
That's interesting.
I would have never thought that.
I would have thought 16. I would have thought 16 to 20 or something.
Well, you know why she's saying that, Groff? Because you see, I am 46 and she watches me drive all the time. So
No, but you know what? The 16 to 20-year-olds are the ones that are trying to get their license, trying to be nice, trying to keep their status. Like, we have a really big
2 R's.
Like, it's really hard to get your license here in Ontario, Canada.
Really?
Like, you have to go.
So that's when they're with you taking the test. But as soon as they get those licenses, they're in the parking lot around back doing donuts.
Oh, no. But you know what? Grout, when they get their license, like when I take them to go get their road test done, and I'm not the one that does it, somebody else does, they're allowed to have that. Like, we have a step program. So they do their written test, they go for training, then they go for their G1, they call it, right? Once they get their G1, then they're still under probation.
Really?
And then they have to go for their G2. So they have to be really nice and careful through all that process.
Yeah, I guess they do that here. You get your learner's permit. What is it, 6 months? Go ahead, Drunk. I see you waving.
I was going to ask, how long have you been doing this type of work? Because the person that lives straight across the street from me is also, and this is America, lives right across the street, is a student.
You live in America?
Training bus drivers, I've done that for like 30 years. Training in the car, I've done that for about 7 years.
Okay. So my neighbor across the street, he may have trained me in driver's ed, and I just don't even know. But I was talking to his wife not too long ago because I don't speak with him much. I see him, I wave and everything. But she was telling me that it has become far harder for him to teach people, this newer generation, how to drive than like my generation.
Yes.
Because my generation grew up mowing the yard. You mowed the yard. And she was like, they would get in the car and he's like, okay, so have your parents taught you anything? And you're like, no. You ever mowed your yard? No. Ever drive a golf cart? No. And he's just like,
time to kill right there said the very same thing. He taught this kid at 10 years old how to drive because it's a nice thing about living in the country. Right. When I was 12 years old, I was riding a full-blown Chalmers tractor, brush hogging the field at 12. Yeah, so that's the difference between now and then.
Well, you want to know how I learned to drive?
See, the other problem I have is I get some students, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get in my car, and the first thing I say to them is, okay, what do you know? Who taught you what? Who have you been practicing with? And they say, well, my mom, my dad, my grandpa, whatever, right? And I say, okay. And I do a little walk around with the car and I show them their blind spots, blind areas, etc. I say, okay, we're going to go around the block. And I show them how I drive around the block. And I say, okay, it's your turn. And then I watch them. And I say, well, who taught you that? Oh, my dad. They pick up the bad habits from parents.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I've also people that have never drove with anybody. And they're just like, they don't even know gas, accelerator, they know nothing. And those are my best students, the ones that don't know nothing. Really? The ones that are being taught by parents are the worst.
You would hate having me as a student, I think.
No, you're a good driver. Like that day you were driving, you said, oh no, because you were screaming. I said, I'm off duty, don't worry about it. But no, you keep a good distance. I see that.
Yeah. Good. No, so I learned how to drive.
I got a question. I have a question for you. Do you still teach hand signals, like you put your arm out to the left and then raise it up to your left arm? Yes, you do? Okay.
This means right.
Just wondered.
That means left. Means no, wait. This means stop. This means right stop. Turn. This means left. Right? Am I right? I had to learn that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Left.
So D, I bought a car at an auction one time for my wife, and at this auction, when the cars were running, they wouldn't let you touch the cars, so you had to look at them from far away. They just drove by and you could hear them. So I bought this Honda Civic for her because that's what she had before. And then so I'm paying for it, and my father-in-law's there, and he walks up. He's like, "We got a problem," and I said, "What's that?" She's like, "It's a stick shift." And I'm like, fuck, because my wife didn't know how to drive a stick shift, right? And my Honda, I had a Honda too, and it was a stick shift. And I had my Dodge Ram Cummins, which was a stick shift. So I'm like, well, shit, because that's why I bought her a new car, because she didn't know how to drive a stick shift. So now I have to teach her how to drive a stick shift. So we're in Lowe's parking lot at like 2 o'clock in the morning, going just around the parking lot. She finally was able to shift gears, no problem. And I said, well, you know, we're turning. How come you're not turning your turn signal on? For some reason, just adding that one motion of her having to turn her left turn signal on to turn left when she stuck it in first gear, she stalled every time. I don't know why.
It takes, yeah, you gotta practice with it when you're doing a stick shift. Like I haven't had a stick shift in a while, but yeah, you have to just do it to learn it. Otherwise, you're not going to learn it. You're going to be crappy at first.
Yeah.
Oh, 63 Massey Ferguson. I think that Allis Chalmers we had was like a 1949 Gibson.
A 63 Massey Ferguson, isn't that a freaking tractor?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. You could actually drive.
And that's what I was saying earlier. I
learned
learned how to drive on a tractor. Yeah.
Isn't that like the Footloose tractor even?
Yeah, that size.
Yeah. Wow.
Mine was the 84 Honda something 60.
Oh, really?
60,
that Allis Chalmers had an old 6-cylinder in it, a straight 6.
Willow, you have a CDL? I didn't know that.
Mine was a 64 Comet. That's what I learned on how to drive.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, I'm older. Sorry, I'm older than that, but it was a classic car that I learned to drive on, and it was a 64 Comet, a beautiful car.
Nice. I learned.
Those are highly sought after nowadays. Those old Comets, everybody loves those.
Gibson has a CDL A.
67 Vermont, which the guy I was with at the time, like, we both put money into it. So when we split up, it was like, okay, you know what? I want it. You want it. So we actually sold it and just split the cost. And
that sucks. You should have told him, well, how about this? We'll cut the car in half.
Yeah. Well, that's what it came down to, because we were arguing so much. And I said, F it. But you know what? I put more money into that car. We redid the whole, we put a Corvette motor into it. We put the dual exhaust. We did the floors.
Whoa.
Everything under the hood was chrome. But you know what?
Wow.
Most of the money came from me. And we sold it for $14,000. And that was way back in, I'm trying to think now, 86, 87.
Wow.
Somewhere
wow.
So Willow said she drove a bus that had 19 gears. And then Nell said they first learned in a 1986 Ford Escort.
Wow.
So I learned how to drive a stick shift when I was like 12. My brother-in-law, or my brother's father-in-law, liked to go fishing, and he would take me fishing. And he didn't really fish; he just drank the whole time. So we took his little Nissan. It was the old Datsun truck. Those real tiny little trucks. We drove that thing up. Yeah.
I remember.
So we drove that up to Lake Kachuma, and we rented a boat, and we're fishing, and he's just down in those beers, and it's time to go. Our time was up on the boat, and he could barely walk. And he threw me the keys. He's like, get us home. And so I'm like that, and it was a 5-speed transmission. I'd never driven a car in my life. I'm 12 years old. I'm like, all right, grinding the gears. But I learned how to drive a stick shift real quick because, we had to get home. And we didn't even go home. I was so excited. Huh?
There's something else we need to add to Hope's list. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No problem. What is it?
On her list, she's never driven a stick shift. So we add that to her list.
Drive a stick shift, though.
You don't want to?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Oh, because of your feet?
Because
yeah.
You'd have to hold on to the wheel and change this shift at the same time.
Oh, I see. Well, it's still possible because I remember in the I've been driving and I had a stick for a long time, and you got a soda in your hand or something, or you just came out of McDonald's and you're trying to eat, so you yell at your wife or whoever's in the passenger seat, all right, stick it in third gear. You know, you put you know, right? I've done that. I'm sure everybody's done that, haven't you? You know, either that or you do the real quick. You know.
I mean, if it's a traditional stick, but I mean, like, you know, if you have like a sequential manual or something like that, where you have shifting paddles at your steering wheel, you'd be able to do that.
Oh yeah, she could do that.
Yeah.
My grandfather just had one arm, so he had the little ball on the steering wheel, you know.
Yeah.
So you had
I tried that, but that didn't work.
No.
That was
yeah.
annoying.
But you had to be careful. I had to be careful if I drove his truck. You know how when you turn the corner and you let go of the steering wheel, you got to make sure you get your hands out of the way of that sucker. But
I got you. Oh, and by the way, real quick, I'll let Drunk go next. Real quick, so can somebody help me get a good picture of Bike Girl and Corinne? Because I need to hurry up and make Graw's shirt for him. And I got to make Drunk Uncle shirt. Hey, Drunk Uncle, did you hear what Graw's doing during the day? He wants one of his shirts to be a white T-shirt, and any lady that buys it and sends us a picture of her without a bra in a tight shirt, we're gonna have a contest, and we're gonna pick the 3 best ones. He's gonna give them their money back for their shirt, and the best one gets $100.
Crap.
However, though, if you
you like the white better, what's wrong with you, Graw?
I know, because he's racist.
yes, no, Andy, you're not eligible. Sorry.
No, that was Get Some.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
No, it was Andy.
No, it's Get Some. It says, can I enter?
Oh,
Get
was
Some.
it? Okay.
But and also, girls, just so you know, if when you send in a picture, we're gonna cut your face off and we're gonna cut from your belly down, just so nobody knows who you are.
We're not gonna put
Nobody's gonna know who you are except
face
for me and Graw, you know. But
is it a t-shirt contest or a wet t-shirt?
It's dry.
Yes.
You can wet it if you want, but it's dry.
If you want, it would probably up your chances of winning if you did.
It would,
that way.
but if you do it wet, we would have to blur out certain spots. So
yeah, with
yeah.
a little blur.
Not that I go in it. I'm just asking for a friend.
Oh, you're asking for a friend. There you go. Okay. There you go. And now watch this, Graw. You know what? Nancy Pelosi's going to enter the contest, and like we're going to have the pitcher's going to have to go all the way down to her feet.
No.
The pitcher's going to have to go all the way down to her feet.
And that would be the end of our show.
You want a free Joe Big shirt? You know what? That's what we should do. A free Joe Big shirt. I'll make one of those. And then because I think we make like $3.95 for every shirt that we sell. So we'll take that $3.95 and send it over to Joe. Willow, we're gonna have a T-shirt contest for women wearing a white.
And I think Linda Lou wants in. I'm pretty sure Linda Lou wants in the contest.
Right. Jeannie's gonna jump in too. Jeannie will jump in. But Graw said it has to be tight. It cannot be loose.
Yeah, it can't be some big old baggy sheet. Come on.
Is Hope here?
Hope is here. Yeah, she's in chat with us.
No. Is Hope in the T-shirt contest? Or
I don't think she's going to jump in.
I don't think so.
I don't think her...
You gotta have a tidy whities contest, too.
I would lose.
That's on you. That's on you, Drunk.
Yeah, go for it, Drunk.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I would lose.
Put your link up there right now. Go ahead.
Go on ahead. Don't worry about us. We'll catch up to you.
Yeah, Drunk OnlyFans is I Love Nate Diaz.
Andy's probably the only one that'll get this reference, but I would just send a picture of Bo Bandy before he wrestles somebody.
Jeannie Smith is not a prayer.
There's not a prayer chance in HE double hot push.
Willow says Wait a minute. No. Wait. Hold on real quick. I just got to make a comment here. Willow, boobs can never be too big. Just never. There is no such a thing. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, no, you're good. So like earlier we were talking about when you're teaching somebody who learned how to drive from like dad, grandpa, whoever, and then learned bad habits versus somebody who's just completely green. It's actually the same thing with and being in the Air Force, and well, when I went through at the time, I mean, you qualified an EM-16, but that you weren't expected to actually go into combat, so you only ever did it once every 2 years. But they even said at the time that if you learn to shoot from your pop or your grandpa or whoever, you're probably not going to do as well as someone who's never shot before ever, because you got to learn the right way. So
exactly.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm a pretty good driver.
But there's another thing I have to tell you guys. Before I got into this, well, the bus driving thing I've been doing for a long time. But between that and, like, I had a good 25-year career in driving transit buses through one of the biggest cities in Ontario, Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a good pension from them. So I've got a good pension coming in every month from them.
Nice.
And then, I'm doing this bus driving training, and then I'm doing, like I say, this student driving on the side. It's good. Everything's good.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Dee. Since you're up there, well, I don't want to see that drunk uncle. Since you're up there in Canada, if you had the choice, like let's say when you were born and you're up there and God says, all right, do you want to go to the United States or would you go to Canada? Which one would you go to? Do you not have enough information on the United States to choose?
Let's backtrack a bit. I was born in Scotland.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah,
always wanted to go to Scotland.
And my mom and dad said, okay, do you want to go to Australia or you want to go to Canada? And I remembered I was only 7 years old at the time, right? And I was crying to my mom and dad. I said, no, I want to go to Australia. And then, guess what? We came to Canada. So I came to Canada in 1970.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was funny. But my mom and dad, they took us all around the States. I've been to Kentucky, Ohio, California, North, South Dakota. I've been to so many states.
You ever been to Uranus, Missouri? No. That's a great place. There really is a place called Uranus, Missouri.
Sure.
They got a fudge factory.
You've been asking that quite a bit lately.
Right? I've been to Jupiter, Florida.
Jupiter, Florida?
Yeah.
There you go.
But you know what? I've been to Montana. I've been to, I've been in so many states. And my mom and dad took me. And my mom loved the States. My mom's birthday was July 3rd. Wow. And she loved Canada Day, which is July 1st. And she loved the U.S. Independence Day, July 4th. And she was born right in between the two.
Wow.
And she took us on so many tours, right? And back then, like when we were growing up, I would have said, yeah, I would love to live in the States. Today, I would say no.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I got you.
Now, like I said, I've been to so many states. And my great uncle, which Eddie knows about, which is a POW from NAM, he spent 5 years at Hanoi Hilton. That was my great uncle, which is my dad's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he got released, then we went to visit him in California. He lived in El Cajon, and he was never the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's how my family is. And I have a cousin that's active in the military in Texas.
Uh-huh.
So I have so many roots in the States. I love the States.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now, the way the States is, and I talked to my dad about this too, and he's 82 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says the same thing as me. He goes, you know what? Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, yeah, the States would have been a great place to go, but not now.
Yeah.
Because we see all the shit that's going on.
Where are you, Carol? I know you're working, but where are you working tonight? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I see her showing us around where she's working. Where are you working at tonight, Carol? Oh, she's muted.
She's on mute. She may not know it. You're on mute. Over here.
I see it.
Where?
I am at Music Fest in Bethlehem, PA.
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Wow.
Yeah. You need the keys? I
There's,
have to go get them because they're in my bag.
there's no concert today?
Okay. No, it all starts, I believe, tomorrow. So, no, Ja Rule comes next Friday, the 12th.
Wow, so how long are you going to be there?
I'm not sure. Huh?
How long are you going to be there?
Willie, till the 14th.
Oh, wow.
Every night we have different people. We got Willie Nelson, we got Ziggy Marley, we got Disturbed, we got Alabama, we got Ja Rule and Ashanti, we have oh shit, the list Boys to
I'm
Men.
looking it up right now, so Music Fest, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, August 5th. Let's see.
Yep.
It's popping up here in a second. Let's see who I wouldn't mind seeing Ja Rule and Ashanti because I'm from that time age.
So I'm just making sure no one comes and steals nothing out of the
Can you go play the drums?
trailers, all that.
All right, let's see. Where's the calendar? Let's see who's playing.
Hello again?
Dang, they have 5 stages, over 300 performances. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
So let's see.
Where is this at?
Bethlehem, PA. Okay, so the first day they have Jarris Cook. I don't know who that is. Adam Webb, Cody Templeton Band, Kip Moore, Fusion Jazz Trio, Marielle Craft, Ellison Jackson, American Street Band, Rosie, I don't know. Let me put it on the screen so you guys can see. Maybe somebody might recognize somebody they like. Sorry, I can share it with you guys. That way you can see it too. That's not the one I want to do. I want to share this one. That way everybody can see what I'm looking at. Then there's Alex Clark, Shamar Allen, Barney Cortez. I don't know any. Mike Frank and Friends, DJ Jamal Knight, Orbital Drums, Stephanie Johnson, Sons of Maestro. They have a lot of bands. This is just the first day. Chris De La Cruz.
You're putting them up because I like to go back. For example, if you're thinking about going to that concert, you can go and check a lot of these bands out on YouTube or whatever to see if it's stuff you like.
Here
you
you go.
not, you
I'm
know?
posting the link right now in the chat room.
Awesome. Yeah.
Your son needs a gig, Time to Kill? Yeah, you know what? Time to Kill has sent me videos of his son singing. He's a good singer. He does real good. It's so weird because he's changed his name and I'm like, and they're like, oh yeah, that's, you get text messages and it's under another name, and then somebody else. Orbital Drums. Hey Carol, can you help out? Oh no, she can't. She's security. What am I talking about? I guess maybe she could. So this is only the first day. Let's see who is on. So today's Wednesday. What's today? Oh, this is today. It says they were starting. So was there some bands today, Carol?
Well, I think she left.
Oh, did she? Okay, so tomorrow is Boys to Men. I know that one.
Well, I think there was only the one little band thing set up today. Not much.
Okay, it said they had a whole bunch. Why is Boys to Men playing at 6:00? That's pretty early for Boys to Men, I would think.
Well, they're opening the whole thing. That's why.
They? Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Once again,
The real Boys to Men?
Yeah.
Yeah, Boys to Men. Yeah.
Motown Philly's back again.
Okay.
BBD.
Right. It looks like it keeps sending me to the third.
And I'm just saying that's a big headline. Boys to Men.
Yeah.
Dakota Jones. I've heard of Dakota Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that said Motley Crue for a second. I was like, that doesn't look like.
Right.
He said, "I'm going to buy a ticket."
Uncle, we just did Motley Crue down in Florida at Welcome to Rockville.
Really?
Cool.
And we did Guns N' Roses and all them.
Hey, can you give me Ava Hoffman's address, or just give her my phone number? She's on at 3:00 on Saturday. Just give her my phone number.
How's Guns N' Roses now? I've seen a couple clips of their newer live stuff, and Axl just doesn't have it anymore.
Brett Michaels, Poison's going to be here.
I've seen him in concert. He's good.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson and Family is at 6 p.m. That'll be a good show. Willie Nelson normally puts on a pretty good show. Everybody will be high.
Yeah, but he stopped smoking.
Oh, did he?
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes, he did.
No, Willie's still smoking.
No, I just did his concert up in whatchamacallit, and no, he quit.
Well, everybody in the crowd will still be smoking at least.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
But for him,
That's one of my little claims to fame. I sold Willie Nelson a bag of Tulsa Tops for $10.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And smoked a joint with him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're even gonna have a polka band at noon. Fritz's polka band.
Yeah, they got some crazy shit.
Back when a dime bag cost a dime.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
So
no, it was a 1 ounce bag of Tulsa Tops marijuana.
Andy, I know where you're getting that from. That's from Half Baked, right?
Yes, it is.
That's one of my. Have you drunk? Poison does play Sunday. Is it Sunday or Saturday? Sunday at 6 p.m.
That was even Willie Nelson, right?
Yeah, it was Willie Nelson.
You got one time coming.
Yeah, Poison. Don't need nothing but a good time. How
Is
can I?
Is that C.C. DeVille? I guess he's still in there. I thought they had a falling out.
I don't know. He's there.
Looks like he.
Yeah. Ooh, Kendall Conrad. Who is she? Wow.
The only thing that sucks is where they're having it, like all this area here is open to the public 24/7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weird. So how do they control it? How do you control it?
And we only have 4 guards here. Me, my daughter, my niece, and one other person to cover.
You got your whole family working there pretty much, huh?
Yeah, I know I can depend on them. They got my back.
Baja Man. Who is Baja Man? That name sounds familiar. Who is Baja Man?
Who let the dogs out? Who?
Is that who it is?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Okay.
I say, like, open to the public. I bet that even includes Oreo. That sucks.
Well, yeah. And he won't be there because from what it sounds like, he might be taking over the 1776.
The name of that one band's name is Yeet.
Where is it? Let's see. Hold on.
It's going to be about 5 seconds back.
Make sure you lock my doors and do not lose my keys, bitch. Okay?
Wow.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.?
That's 9 p.m.
Oh, that was the day before then, I think. Or maybe not. Let me keep going. Let me see if I see it again. Maybe I missed it.
Sagittarius Dad says, my buddy freebase with Steve Perry from Journey. That's cool. My
Nice.
ex-girlfriend lost her virginity at a police concert backstage. And I asked her, Sting? She goes, yeah, a little bit.
God.
Oh, my gosh. Rubik's Cube. Who's that? Avenue 16. So the people on Monday, I don't know any of them. All right, let's go to Tuesday.
It's called Yeet. We'll have to listen to some Yeet.
Okay, so let's go. So that must have been Saturday. You said 9 o'clock, right, Gra? It was a 9 p.m. one?
Yes. Oh, I've already seen it a couple times, but.
Oh, I missed
can you
it.
click on it and get a sample?
Here it is, Yeet, 9 p.m. Yeah, I don't know if it's alternative pop and rock.
All right.
Yeah. Venue Martin Guitar. There you go. So now we heard about Yeet. Let's go to Tuesday. Let's see who else is on Tuesday. Joe Stanky and the Cadets. I don't know if I'd want to go to that one.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a lot of beautiful women that are artists over there. Sorry, I don't look at the men. Ziggy Marley, a live tribute to his father. Really? That's going to be That's going to be a really stinky concert. In a good way.
Blues Traveler. If you've ever guys have ever seen Blues Traveler.
I love Blues Traveler.
Yeah. You'll be getting a contact high like after one of their shows.
Really? Yeah, there's something about having a the harmonica in there. I don't know, I just like it. What is their song with
Somebody catch that bot.
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
Got him.
You got him? Okay, then I'll add him to the block list. Good job.
Yeah.
Hey, drunk uncle, Carol, there's somebody named Carrie Zaruba. If you can give her my phone number as well.
Sure, just send me a list.
Look at her picture. Are you guys seeing her picture? Look at her. She's like gorgeous. American Street Band.
UHD-XYZ. Okay.
JJ Gray.
And there's a lot of bands, but how long do each band get to play? They can't play for very long, it seems like.
Well, yeah, there's 5 stages.
Yeah, there's 5 different stages, she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but still.
And they're further apart to where each one can be playing at the same time.
Right.
So they're not.
So each stage has something going on all day, every stage.
Disturbed. I've heard that name. What is Disturbed theme? They got a famous song.
Me too. And I can't.
Me.
Justified.
Everybody speaking at once. I can't hear. What is there? Justified.
Their, like, song, I think, right?
Hey, Drunk's Band is playing. Did you guys know Drunk's Band's playing tonight? Called the Amish Outlaws. You know, I would want to see them just to see what the Amish Outlaws played. I'll be honest with you. Oh, look, Boathouse Row. Boats is playing.
With this lineup, I'm surprised I haven't seen Modest Yahoo yet.
I don't even know who that is.
He's Orthodox Jewish reggae.
Good night. How do you say his name again, girl? I already messed up it.
Nosy.
Nosy. Thank you.
Nosy. Why are you so nosy?
Why are you so nosy? There we go. Because that's what we are. We're down with the sickness. That's the one I know.
Down with the sickness.
Yeah. Okay. Brain Damage, a tribute to Pink Floyd. There we go. You guys want to break down the wall?
For one night.
Huh?
That's a lot of bands for one night.
Yeah, but like you said, there's 5 different stages. You know, what if you had two bands that you like together? Oh, Corinne's playing.
In 3 different nights.
They usually play anywhere from a half hour to an hour each one.
Ah, okay. Great. Now I can't get that song out of my head. Don't need nothing but a good time.
Did you ever play some Yeet, or did we listen to Yeet yet?
No, I don't want to. I didn't play it. Do you want to look them up real quick?
Yeet.
Okay, let's look up.
It's got to be Edie McEaterson playing that. You know,
no, it's probably Steve Oatley on acoustic.
Okay, here we go. It's Yeet Poppin', or that's Yeet Poppin'. Let's see, Yeet Smash, Yeet. I'm not seeing them on YouTube. I don't think they have a YouTube.
Huh?
How can you not? How can you be a band and not have a YouTube?
Right.
Doesn't make sense. So I can't play them. Let's see. If I see them again.
Big Nintendo Switch that just got delivered.
Hold on, let me look. Oh, I thought you were talking to me about a Nintendo Switch. Omar's hat. Julie Williams. Oh, she's beautiful. I like those girls that are real, what do you call it? She's not over the top. She's just kind of, reserved more.
Ew. Deep fried green beans, though?
That sounds amazing.
What kind of food? Deep fried green beans? Oh, yeah.
Oh, that does sound good.
You know deep fried makes everything better. Do they have deep fried butter?
Peanut butter and jelly, chocolate chip Oreos.
Oh my God.
Frozen bananas, these Reese cups, Twinkies, candy bars, deep fried pickles, veggies.
I would have every single one of them. I'm not going to lie. But I still owe Drunk Uncle because he said I have to go eat deep fried butter, and I haven't found one yet. Deep fried butter's on my list. I can make my own. I don't know how to make deep fried butter.
Stick it in a fryer?
Yeah, but you gotta mix it and make it, and you gotta I'm pretty sure the butter's probably gotta be frozen to stick it in there.
That's the Yingling Lager trailer full of all Yingling.
So what's the headliners for like primetime Friday night and primetime Saturday night?
Okay, let me go do it. Let's see. So primetime Friday night, which will be the 12th, let's say the end of the show. The School of Rock plays. So this is Saturday. Terrible. I'm looking. I'm getting there. Ja Rule and Ashanti at 6 p.m. That's a pretty good one that I like at least. All the other bands so far, I don't know who they are. Steve Brodsky.
I know hold on, I have a lineup thing. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Dante Robinson, I've never heard. Billy Idol tribute or Billy Joel tribute band. Okay. The Sofa Kings. They're so fucking good, right? The Sofa King.
I've heard of them.
Have you really?
Yeah.
None of them are a furniture store.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. That's where I bought my couch. That's right. You're right.
Billy Joel Live. Billy Joel Live was amazing.
Was he?
Oh, in the 80s? Oh my God. Like,
yeah.
But he had a piano at every corner of the stage, and he would move that gave everybody a chance to see him how he played the piano.
Really?
Amazing. Out in Edmonton, Alberta, I saw him.
Okay, so there's a Latina 92.1 show. I want to see what Latina show is. Definitely.
I think isn't the Sofa Kings are a horn band, like, Chicago style stuff.
Oh, Chicago, amazing.
Hope, what did you send me? Oh, wait, that's not from Hope, is it? Did you send me something, Hope?
Not now.
Oh.
I did send you something earlier.
Oh, what did you?
So you would remember it.
Oh, okay, thank you. Hope is always keeping us in check.
Deep fried okra. Galaxy's talking deep fried okra. Now we're talking.
Deep fried zucchini. Now that's good too. Deep fried.
I had deep fried Oreo monsters on Sunday when I went to the Ohio State Fair.
Deep fried Oreo monsters.
I told you she went to the fair.
What is that?
It was amazing. It was Oreo, but they were filled with like chocolate covering the Oreo as well, and it was just a lot of chocolate, and I was very, very hyper.
Well, so like I've had deep fried Oreos, and normally when they did it for that or the deep fried Reese's, they deep fry them, then they put chocolate sauce on top, then they put some powdered sugar, then they put more chocolate sauce on top.
Yeah.
Or deep fried peaches, that was good. Deep fried avocado was pretty good.
Have you ever had grilled peaches?
Grilled peaches, no.
I don't really like peaches, but I like grilled peaches, and you can put I think it's maple syrup on them.
Really? No, you know what? Really good deep fried pickles and deep fried mushrooms. Oh my goodness.
No pickles.
You don't like pickles?
Pickles are disgusting.
I'd have to say I'd like to move into the country and going to eat me a lot of peaches.
Yeah.
You don't like peaches?
No, I love peaches. Actually.
What were you saying, Drunk?
That's what Presidents of the United America.
Yeah. They're put there in a can by a man working in the factory downtown.
Yeah. It's a song from the 90s.
Wait a minute.
You guys don't listen to Lithium at all. Come on, Eddie. We're the same age, so you should.
I know Lithium.
The same music as me.
I know. We do. Oh, so the other night when I was driving home, so in my truck if I'm streaming, I can the truck cancels out sounds from the inside, so it makes it sound better, right? So it cancels out the radio, so I listen to music. But the problem is, I start singing, and you guys only hear me singing. You don't hear the music. So Andy's like right on the money. He's like, oh, he's listening to Nirvana. Oh, that's Linkin Park. Oh, that's Third Eye Blind.
You gotta know. That's what I mean. You gotta know presidents of the United States of America.
I remember them, but I don't remember what they saw. So HC Raz says, I was the topic of conversation on Behind the Mirror just a moment ago. They said Oreo is going to get confronted when he gets back to California by streamers and Proud Boys for what he did to you. I don't. Interesting.
You want to restream some BTM?
Well, I mean, were they talking about it, or was it just in the chat? We can go over there. What is it? It's Behind the Mirror, right?
That's what Steve Oatley was talking about the other morning. I was watching it delayed. I didn't watch it live or anything, but he was saying, he's like, I'm pretty sure Oreo will get confronted now for what he did.
Yeah, well, I know he said something. He said something like, well, Eddie's got a lot of friends in high places. But I don't know because
BTM to see if they're on audio on BTM.
Yeah, they
may
are.
just be chatting.
They
Dude,
are.
Oh, they are.
I mean, like literally, it wouldn't matter if you did or didn't have friends in high places. I mean, anybody sees anybody go and be like, this is a guy just in a wheelchair, you know, like playing that up, right? But I mean, like,
yeah,
you know, no, everybody's gonna be like, oh, you think you could take me, tough guy? Come on.
So she said a few minutes ago they've only been on for 24 minutes. Let's see.
Have D and Hippie gone back to West Virginia?
Everybody hit mute.
Babies I have ever seen.
Entire.
I'm trying to see where I can find
West Virginia, what the parking, something in like a school board pedophile. Not.
I'm trying to find it, guys.
Santa, dumbass.
Well, that's why the PD did it.
Was there?
Yeah.
No,
But,
I taste Santa in the street.
It was just fucking glorious.
We're 15 minutes back right now.
About her and Oreo.
Let's see how long we can listen until they realize that we're restreaming.
Have you ever seen like when
HD Raz, how long ago was it?
She still sits in front of the camera and all she does is complain.
Well,
she's actually more. I had her on for.
Watching her man. I'll send you the video.
Oh, it's Oreo. I'll go back home.
Wait, here we go. I think this is gonna be it.
He can't.
Fuck out of there.
Because what he did to Eddie Block, there's a lot of people in California waiting for him to come back.
You might be having something in fucking fraud up in
There's bound to be some repercussions for touching the guy Block.
Yeah, Eddie Block.
I think harassment and criminal stalking is another one too.
Oh no, Eddie Block had a well-known streamer from California on his stream, and he even said all of the streamers in California are waiting for Oreo to come back, and we're going to handle what he did to Eddie Block ourselves.
I never said that.
And Eddie Block actually is a Proud Boy.
No, I'm
They're
not.
notorious liars over there, Eddie. That's a perfect example, especially that Jeff Ellis guy. I can tell who that is.
I think Santa
he lies out of one side of his mouth and out of the other both.
And I'm not a Proud Boy anymore.
You're a known Proud Boy. Yeah, you're a known Proud Boy.
I was a Proud Boy. Yeah, I mean,
like, you're known Nazi/fascist.
Yeah.
You know, just everybody knows. There's no need to look it up or try to confirm it. It's just
of course not.
Common knowledge.
Yeah.
No, it's not. See, they're wrong again. Everything they say and do is wrong, right?
Yeah, I was a Proud Boy, yes. Am I a Proud Boy now? No. Do I support the Proud Boys? Yes.
Right on.
And Eddie Block actually is a Proud Boy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Not a false flagger like fucking Josh.
Well, Josh, and from what I know, Josh is not. So Josh and I live in the same area, and we would belong to the same group of Proud Boys, the same chapter. When I was a Proud Boy, he was not in my group. He was not in my chapter. Now, has he joined since I left? I don't know.
Santa.
Yeah, I think Santa legitimately is.
No,
I think he.
I don't think people are going to go after him.
So after they get done talking about you, Eddie, I'm sorry. After they get done talking about you, run up to live with them, because I guarantee somebody's watching them right now and has probably told them that we're restreaming them.
Okay, we're live right now with them.
Right on.
Hold on.
It's twist. And I mean, how much have they handed him that we haven't seen? I mean, probably.
No, nobody's saying nothing.
Thousands.
Here you go, Mr. Santa Claus.
So Granny Joe's in there, and she normally watches our channel.
Well, that's like he was talking about that guy on that bike that Joe Biden supposedly gave him 20.
No, they're not talking about us. They're not. Okay, I'm going to get off their thing, so I'm not giving them view times.
Right on.
Yeah,
right on.
I got to start winding down.
All right, drunk uncle. All right, buddy.
All right, drunk.
I got to check our numbers, man.
Yeah, check our numbers. See if we're $25,000 richer. But you know what though? I do not have anything set up. I have not heard anything that the Proud Boys are gonna go beat the fuck out of Josh. I do not know streamers that are gonna go beat the fuck out of Josh. It's not worth it.
See what I mean? They make up shit in their head and then it becomes true to them.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Weren't they trying to make? I don't know. I got the impression, and maybe my impression's wrong, but like that they were thinking that like Josh would have possible criminal issues to deal with when he got back to California.
Well, here's what
yeah.
People were asking me to press charges,
You're not gonna,
and I said no. Why?
there's no, yeah. Why would you? I mean, honestly, because you know, like at the most, he would like have like a day in jail or something like that, or
Not
maybe
even
a
that.
week.
It's California. Not even that.
What,
I'm really surprised we don't. I'm really surprised we don't have any BTM in our chat right now to let them know. But
Yeah.
because we have had in the past few nights.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if he'd actually struck you, that would be one thing, you know.
Well,
but
had
I
he
mean,
actually
like,
struck me, I would have handled it right then and there.
well, exactly. Yeah.
Would have been a
Yeah.
different.
But
It
I mean,
would have been a
like,
total
he was
different
just-
story.
He's just being a little bitch with that little, like, you know, tap.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, okay, you know, that's a shitty thing, dude. But I mean, it's not like he was trying to, you know, injure you type thing with that. He was just being a little bitch. So.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, HC Raz. Hey, we don't judge. You know, I was watching Anarchy Princess yesterday. I was watching Jersey J made me a moderator in his channel for like 5 minutes yesterday. We don't judge. You know, you have to watch every side of everything. If you don't watch every side of everything, you don't know exactly what's going on. Because, you know, like they say, there's the truth on the left, there's the truth on the right, and then there's the real shit that's really happening in the middle. So you gotta watch both sides.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah, and, you know, and there's a difference between hate and not liking someone and disagreeing with someone.
Yeah.
Disagreeing with someone. So somewhere in the middle is all that, and you know.
See, and that's where it's weird. So, well, I mean, I know why Josh is the way he is, but like when we were with Ben Berkwam, like Ben was so adamant, like you don't cuss on his streams, you know, we don't do anything wrong. You know, and because if you guys don't know Ben Berkwam, he's very religious. You know, he doesn't cuss on his streams. He can sit there and have a conversation with anybody because he's really good at that. However, Josh, and like we were always like, Josh, you know, Ben had to have a talk with Josh all the time. Like, dude, you can't do that on my streams, you know? So,
yeah,
that's just the way Josh is. He likes antagonizing people because that's how he gets his views. So, but I hear his views are like way down.
Yeah. You know, I would watch him like at the Tower Theater protests, and then I remember like, I don't know, I mean it was probably a year ago now at least, but you know, he was doing a protest, and then you were there, Eddie, like you went there too, and
yeah,
I was like, okay, you know, it'd be kind of cool to see both streams, see how they talk to each other. You guys barely acknowledge each other, and I'm like, okay,
yeah,
that's a little weird, but
yeah, it's just Josh's. Does Ben know about this? You know what? I guarantee you somebody texted Ben and told him what happened.
Yeah.
But at the same point, so like Josh and I have a lot of friends together, and he went to a party that I didn't even know this. He went to the party where I was supposed to go afterwards, and now a lot of those people that were at that party now are seeming a little different towards me. So it's like you only wonder what he went there and said. So I don't care. I know that my true friends and the people at that party, you know, a lot of them are my true friends, and I don't have to worry, you know, they're not going to, like one of my friends that's really good, this person was like, you know, Eddie, I know you and Josh have troubles, and I'm not going to get in the middle. And I said, good, thank you. And this person never does. They never do. So I appreciate that from them. Brownie, what did you get into? Oh, I see what she's been getting into. Brownie's a little sneaker. Anyways. So, yeah.
Animals.
I'm just, you know, it's just, I don't know that anybody's going to go after Josh. I do know everybody said I should press charges, and I said no. And then all of a sudden people were like, somebody needs to call the Sacramento police and actually press charges in honor of Eddie or something. So maybe somebody might have done that, but I don't even think you can. I think I have to be the one to press charges. So.
Yeah, I mean, they would need you as a witness. I mean, because you'd be a first-hand witness.
Well, the video's
anybody
right there.
else would just be hearsay.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you know, but yeah, Eddie. I mean, like I wouldn't press charges.
I'm not.
Either if I were. That's just silly. You know, it would be.
We give the cookie guy enough discussion and enough airtime, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just gonna answer Beth's question real quick. Whatever happened to the other guy that hung with them? Well, he stopped streaming because he was going back to college. You notice the air quotes.
Yeah, I was scared. Oh, look, there's another porn.
There's another one.
Scammer.
There we go. I think I got him in time.
Hope, can you block your girls, Hope?
I know, Hope. Will you stop? Hope, will you stop putting freaking pornos in my chat?
Oh, I'm just so sorry.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, but his partner, quit because he was going back to college. But I also heard some other stuff about it. Like maybe he was sick and tired of somebody starting a fight, and then they were always the one to get punched.
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard, Carol?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
So, wouldn't surprise me just based on what I see there. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, you're the one with the big mouth, but I'm always the one getting fucking punched. Now, and once again, I don't know 100%. I mean, I have his phone number. I could text him right now, but I don't think that would be proper right now. But
no
it's not worth
point.
it. Yeah. Anyways. So, Carol, is there a certain band that you're looking forward to play there? Dang, are you walking like sideways and stuff like that, or is she throwing her phone around? Or... Do you have your phone in your boobs?
Yeah, my phone is in my hand, and
I'm like getting seasick over here.
These people, man, they're crazy. They will try anything. See, there's someone walking back there now.
Oh, let's watch it. Let's watch you go get him. Come on, let's watch him. Let's see you in action.
So I heard that. I mean that Axl Rose, he had kind of calmed down in his older age and stuff. But
well, how old is he now? He's in his 50s, right?
Yeah. So he's from. It's funny. He's from Lafayette, Indiana, and actually, so that's where I grew up. And we went to high school and everything. Multiple years apart, but like some of the same people I knew were people that knew him and all that. You know, so it's kind of weird. So I always kind of.
I mean, you get a milkshake.
You're gonna get a milkshake?
I want a milkshake.
So do I. I love milkshakes. Whoa, what's with all the smoke over there? Linda Lou says, Hope is the boss. She can do whatever she wants. How is Hope like becoming the boss of this channel?
I don't know how
now?
I became the boss, but okay.
You're the boss, Hope. You're the boss.
I'll roll with it.
HD Raz, we just mentioned it a few seconds ago. HD Raz, we mentioned it because, let's see.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. He was the Oreo. It was the outside of the Oreo. Can I say it that way? Is that the wrong way?
Sure. I mean, it's whatever. That was the point of it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought the whole point was. And then he was gone, and it's still called Oreo. I was like, okay.
Who's
whatever.
that person, Carol?
He was a better streamer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, like I didn't have.
We don't know.
I mean, watching the January 6th stuff or the stuff around then and everything. I mean, he was one of the. I went to them. He seemed okay.
Yeah.
It's disappointing. I'm really disappointed. It makes me sad. I don't like it.
Oh yeah. Well, that person's wearing tan. I was like, is that person not wearing any pants? That had skin color pants. Was that Carol's legs? Oh.
Carol, don't take your pants off. Come on, you don't need to do that.
I like the I'm into colors. I like the colors of the lights and the trees there. Well, Carol has sent me videos from Daytona Bike Week when she was working Daytona Bike Week. Yeah. So, chocolate peanut butter shake. Oh, that sounds really good, Sagittarius. And Linda Lou says, I just said Hope was the boss one day. Well,
I missed that. Okay.
Well, I'm a guy. I'm a guy. I'm used to have my life ran by a woman, so. I mean, it might as well be Hope. At least she does good work around here, She has all the links ready for us. She gets all the freaking scammers, So. What are you doing?
I want a banana milkshake.
Ooh, banana milkshake. So I don't know if you were watching Dee the other night. I was at this place and they had all these little cakes, and one of them, or I think you were. It was the banana.
Yeah, I was there. And we missed it because you were late.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of them.
Very disappointed.
I went, but the steak was so good though. Oh my gosh! And it's all Hope's fault that I lost my shoe. I'm surprised there's no shoe jokes still. There's only been a few shoe jokes.
Footloose.
You know, it was. I mean, that. I mean, I don't know. Like, I took the picture of my left shoe and sent it in. I think.
I think you may have, yeah.
But,
that was great. That was a great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, though?
I beat the joke into the ground, and I've been guilty of that in the past. So I'm like, I'm not going to do it this time.
Okay. Well, you know what? Next time I go back there, which I'm going to start going back there more often because a lot of the people did like the sites there. Like, I like that Mexican band. That was actually pretty good. I had fun watching
them. They were great. They were great.
That was fun. You just saw some of Alex Jones testing me today. You're scared for him. I mean, he's not going to go to jail. They're just going to, you know what's going to happen? They're going to give him like a whole bunch of money, right? He's going to fucking claim bankruptcy and nobody's going to get nothing.
Well, they said he already claimed bankruptcy. The judge was like, oh, you're not allowed to say that in court. Apparently, he already said InfoWars is bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that the other day. So, I don't know.
You know, I think, I don't know. I think they have their specific targets that they want to completely destroy, and then they have their other targets that they just want to, you know, give a brushback pitch to. And I'm guessing Alex Jones is a brushback pitch. Because I mean, he comes across as just being unhinged to people.
Sometimes.
Whether that's deserved or not, I mean, it's just, you know, that's how he gets portrayed. And I know that everybody lies to us, which sucks.
Well, he's always losing money. I don't know how I'm selling this to you. It's 50% off. I'm not making the dime. I'm actually losing money on this shit. I mean, have you ever watched him? Like, every day he's losing money.
Yeah, that's not, yeah. I mean, come on, you know, you can't.
Yeah. That's
you can't run a business if you're losing $50 every single day.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that's a minuscule amount of money, but you can't run a business doing that.
He didn't lose a whole hell of a lot. What did he say he made last year? $60 million.
Yeah, $60 million he made last year. Yeah.
Yeah. They brought that up in the court today. They said, "Oh, you know, this thing that you were selling, which was like protein powder, etc." Yeah, and he goes, "Oh no, I only made like 20%." And then he brought up the real numbers, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know," but it was like a 70% what he earned on it rather than 20%. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like I got home from work and I went in there and I rewound everything because, like I say, I'm at work, right? So I'm watching. So I'm like, oh crap! But you know what? The defense, they ragged him, like, you know, and they're not done yet. I guess he's coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, because it didn't finish today for some. They were supposed to come back after lunch and they never did. So I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah,
there.
but and he was coughing and sputtering and then he said I sent the phones and he goes, I gave the phones to the lawyers, and he said, no, you didn't. Oh my God, it was just.
Watch, he has COVID and he went in there on purpose just to get the judge sick because he hates the judge.
I've been watching it, but today was just a shit show compared to the last 2 days, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I haven't watched it really the last two shows. However, when I was at the waiting at the doctor's office the other day, I watched part of the Owen Schroyer show where he testified. I saw some of that, you know, and they kept going on about how much money they make. You know, he's like, well, you sell this product, don't you guys advertise like 50% of the time? And he's like, no.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
No, today was nuts. Like I say, when I'm working, when I come home, you know, I go onto the YouTube and then I rewind it because like I'm not here when it's live, right?
Yeah.
But I was just like amazed how bad. And when you see him on the stand today, I don't know if everybody watched it or not, but
Yeah, he
was
really
squirming.
sick. Yeah.
He was really squirming on the stand today.
Oh, and like the judge though, like, this is not your show, Mr. Jones. This is not your show.
Yeah. Wasn't that bizarre?
Yeah. Like she kept basically every 5 minutes she's like, just shut the fuck up, Alex. That's what she basically told him.
Exactly.
Ooh,
right?
funnel cakes.
It gets frustrating, when you're on. I don't know, when you're on the stand, right, and then you're trying to answer a question, and they're like, "Well, this is irrelevant," and then move to strike, or that's per se, and we're like, "Well, but I'm trying to explain this to you. You're not giving me a chance."
Yeah, and
but see, that's what the judge was saying. Either answer yes or no. We don't need a paragraph, is what she said.
Yeah.
Like, basically, shut the fuck up. It's either yes or no.
That's where your attorney comes in. Your defense attorney on like a redirect and is able to then ask you to clarify. But at the same time, it's like it's kind of too late. Once you've had it. Yeah. I mean, it sucks.
But that's what the judge said. She said, I know. She said, I know it's difficult for you, Mr. Alex, but it's a yes or no answer.
Hey, Texas.
And, like there was a lot of times she did that, right? I'm like, holy crap.
Well, like, so even in my divorce, when I went to the judge, like, just don't say a damn word unless I look at you and tell you to say a word. Don't bring up this, don't bring out that. Just say yes or no. Just say the least amount of words that you can.
Yeah.
That's what my judge, or that's what my lawyer taught me how to do. She's like, just don't say a word. So.
Yeah. It's just, you keep your mouth shut, and then nothing bad happens. Basically, the only thing that can happen in people opening your mouth is that something shows up that ends up screwing you over.
Yeah.
Well, see, I get that point, but I also get the point at what he was saying is like he was they freaking pushed him in the corner today. And then when he tried to explain, they said, no, yes or no answer. And you could see him, like he was squirming, rolling his eyes, coughing, rubbing off the sweat off his eyebrows. Yeah. He had no chance. And nobody, thing was his lawyers weren't, what the hell is that word I'm looking for?
They weren't defending him.
Lawyers weren't, exactly. They weren't saying, objecting. Yeah. So, and you could actually see when they looked at them, like, what the fuck? Like, excuse my language. Or what the hell?
Fuck it. We say fuck all the time. Fuck, shit, cock. Drunk uncle called somebody a C word last night. So, I mean, shit.
Yeah, but.
Fucking drunk.
Here's the thing, though.
I'm late.
Say those words. We're talking about a situation where like even the supposed defense attorneys are really not. I mean, they're on the prosecuting side. That's what's happening to all the January 6th defendants, and they're not being allowed effective legal representation at all. But then they're not even being allowed to bring that up as an issue because any appellate court is going to go, nah, your attorney, your court-appointed attorney was completely reasonable. And it's totally on purpose. I mean, we all see it happening. I don't know. There has to be some kind of change.
Well, look at look at lawyers, right? What are lawyers mostly? Most lawyers are liberal. Okay, so it's really hard to be a conservative and find a lawyer. I mean, I tried after the whole January 6th stuff. I was searching for a lawyer forever, and like nobody would do it. Nobody would help me out at all. And then
they're worried about their careers.
Yeah. So then Joe Biggs' lawyer came along, and he's like, Eddie, we need to talk. And so he's talking to me, and then he's like, I need you to be one of my head witnesses. And I'm like, sure. And he's like, how's life going for you? Are you doing okay? And I started telling him, like, I'm having trouble. These lawyers are fucking with me. They're trying to get me to go to the January 6th committee. He's like, let me hook you up with some lawyers. Next thing you know, I've got Norm Pattis as my fucking lawyer, which is Alex Jones's criminal defense lawyer, So, I mean, and next thing, Pattis was like, Eddie, why do you want to go in front of the January 6th hearing committee? I said, I don't, but they told me I have to. He's like, did they subpoena you? And I was like, I don't think they did. No. He's like, okay, hold on a second. And then he wrote a letter to them saying, go fuck yourself, subpoena Eddie, and I haven't heard a word since.
It would make me so happy to go in front of a congressional committee. I mean, honestly, I'd be like, but at the same time, I recognize that might be counterproductive because I mean, I'd be completely rude to them. I'd just be like, you know, we know we're on to your games.
Well, I already told you. I already told everybody if I get caught up there, I'm going to call Liz Cheney the rhino that she is. Oh my gosh, Dee showed her camera. Wow. Hi, Dee.
You didn't see it earlier?
No, I didn't. And also, Hope, why do you keep changing your freaking picture? It's like the third picture you've had tonight. You had a little freaking robot earlier.
No, it was Nancy Pelosi earlier.
Like I said, you had a little robot earlier.
And why would you do that?
Even notice I was here.
Well, you know what? I might have been looking on like
No.
I have all these different things that I have to look at. So I have to look at the actual program that's running. I have to, if I'm looking at a Chrome, you know, like a news article, I have to look at that. So it's hard. Yes.
I'm looking at a picture now of Jeffrey Dahmer to see if I can make that my profile picture.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Dee's trying to tell us about this picture above her. The tree,
Yeah. And there's another one here.
Let
me see. Yeah. Another tree. Another tree.
She's the tree lady.
That's nice.
I'm the tree hugger.
The tree hugger. There you go. You're the tree hugger.
Sydney, are you in the forest then?
Yes, I am. You know
you
what?
are.
You go up to my bathroom. My shower curtain is trees. My bedspread is trees. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, Hope does want to see something, and Andy wants to see it. They want to see your cats. Didn't you say you had cats?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I want to see the cats.
I'm looking at the Mars.
Hope has shoe trees.
Hope has shoe trees. How many shoes do you have, Hope?
Oh, I see a kitty. I see a kitty over there.
Yeah, that's Andy's kitty.
Oh.
One of them.
One of six, but she's the one that, yeah, she's an old girl, and
mine are.
I miss my cat now.
Mars, come here, Mars. Come see me, baby.
She doesn't have much longer, unfortunately, but she's still in good shape right now. So.
Yeah, I love. I used to not be a cat person at all. I'm a dog person. And then my wife's parents had a cat, and I fell in love with it. So then we got a cat, and it was supposed to be my wife's cat. It became my cat.
Oh.
Now Hope's gonna show her cat now. Yep, I knew it. God damn it! Do I have to go get a kitten? I gotta go get a kitten now.
Oh, that's a nice cat.
Yeah, everything will be okay with Alex. Alex, Alex is gonna be fine. If anything goes, the most he'll do is claim bankruptcy. There's no way that freaking, he'll claim bankruptcy or change the name of the show.
I assume Alex Jones has he's got money stocked away anyway, and he's not.
Oh yeah.
He can pull a ripcord, I think, at any time if he needs to.
Yeah, Doe says their cat is 18 years old. Wow, that's old.
Wow.
My friend Linda, she just got a Maine Coon cat. It's a little tiny thing right now. It's a little kitten. I've always wondered what are the cats with the really big head? That's a big cat, Dee. That's a big black cat.
Oh, look at those eyes.
Yeah.
That's Mars.
That's Mars?
And he's not happy.
He's not happy?
He's not.
I can tell with those eyes.
I love you.
Oh my gosh. There are about 2 more court cases Alex is going through. 1 more in Texas and 1 in Connecticut. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Mars. And then I have Venus, which is his sister. And she's full too. She's really, really fine.
So, they say black cats are bad luck, but I've heard more often that black cats are actually good luck.
They walk in front of me all the time. I don't have bad luck. So,
see, there you go. Well, I hear if you own a black cat, it's really good luck.
Yes, I've owned multiple black cats, including 2 right now. So, Yeah, they're nice cats. They're good animals.
Actually,
the
two of them, they have one little white spot on their belly
Paul.
underneath.
Really?
So they're not pure.
Let's hold on real quick. Aaron Kirby says global events correlate with dozens of Bible prophecies. War on our food. Number 1, Timothy 4, inflation, Revelation 6:6, and then war. I just went past it. Wars, pestilence, famines, ethnic fighting. Matthew 24. Hope you're the local Bible study. You know more about this than any of us. What do you think about that?
I mean, I haven't actually looked up those verses.
You're supposed to have them memorized.
It wouldn't surprise me about Revelation, because Revelation is, the wars and pestilence and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think those sorts of I think those sorts of things would be common in a period of strife, like for when it's just people fighting against each other and not working together, and I mean, and there's always going to be people fighting against each other. You're never going to get away from that. But,
oh yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if some of so like when we had the Aegean Bronze Age collapse, right? We had all the civilizations around the Mediterranean. So you'd have like the Greeks, like the Minoan Greeks, and then you'd have the ancient Egyptians, the ancient like Babylonians, Assyrians, all that, and they had a really interdependent economy, and then it collapsed basically overnight.
Yeah.
And so and it would have manifested in that sort of thing with whether plagues of locusts or just pestilence or famine, because crop yields were just not there, so people didn't have to eat, and you had to deal with just the so-called sea peoples coming in and burning your cities down.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I think history is really interesting, like especially that ancient history, because you read about that and then you like look at it through a lens of today's world, and you're like, kind of there's some similarities that I see. So.
Okay, guys, I got a Sagittarius dad sent me this earlier. I've got to show this picture. Hold on, let me see. I think I can just put it in Discord so everybody can see it from there. It's a pretty funny meme for you guys. It's Joe Biden, of course, and it's the bartender says, "How about a nice 12-year-old?" And Joe Biden says, "A boy or a girl?" And bartender's like, "Whiskey."
Yeah, whiskey.
That's a good one, Sagittarius. If you're still in here, Sagittarius, thank you for sending that. That was good.
That's terrible.
So terrible. Oh my gosh. Paul Harvey said many years ago, World War III will be fought over food. He is correct from what is going on lately. So that's what Wayne is saying.
But in a way, when you think about it, every war is fought over resources, whether food or, mostly food, right? Food's kind of one of the number one things,
and fuel.
But food, water, fuel, exactly, energy.
Yeah.
All wars are fought over that, and that. So, I know we talk about some of the space stuff and all that, but I feel like that's kind of our ticket out in a way. Is that if we're able to expand outward and get all these resources that we don't that are not just on the planet, I think that would help. Because in the end, that's everything that we see today, everything that's even with the World Economic Forum and those bastards and everything, you'll own nothing and be happy, and all those good people, all those people. It's really all about access to resources. So if we keep getting access to more and more resources,
what's on your hand?
I don't know. It just sort of fixes everything.
Hope. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just saw Hope Lifters. I don't know. Oh, never mind. It's a shadow. I was like, whose phone number is on Hope's hand? Who's she getting a phone number from? It's just never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, because the other night, if you guys don't know, Hope was told us the other night she has never been on a date. right? D, we got to set Hope up with a man. She wants a fireman, though. Does anybody know any firemen for D? I mean, well, D too, I guess. D, do you want a fireman too? We'll find one for you too.
No, I was engaged to a fireman, and I walked away from the altar 2 weeks before the wedding.
There you go. So D, I mean, oh my gosh, it's like when I'm with drunk uncle and calling him Gras all the time. So Hope, listen to D. She might have some good advice. You might not want that fireman.
Well, no. You know what? I have to explain. It was a great guy. We dated for like 3.5 years. We were supposed to get married. Everything was great. The problem was, not long before our wedding, there was a really bad fire, and all of his 20 years in firefighting, he never had to deal with a child.
Mm-hmm.
And there was that one incident where it was a child, and it changed him so much. So
sure,
that's why the wedding was called.
Yeah, but Steve only talked about that. Like he said, I guess he was a paramedic, and he said, it was the kid calls that did him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it just basically like it screwed. But he said it. I think he said, I'm not. I don't think I'm talking out of school, right? But I think he said it screwed with his marriage and everything when it happened. Stuff like that was happening. It's just you can't help it.
Yeah. Hope.
There's something like that.
Sorry, Hope. Randy says, or no, Sagebrush says Big D is taken. So sorry, you can't have it.
I know that was my ew face. I didn't.
Sorry, D. We didn't mean to cut you off.
I was ready to marry this guy. I packed up my stuff. I went moved to his location. He had 2 sons. My daughter was already grown and out of the house, so I took on the stepmom role and everything. And once that happened, it just destroyed him. He was never the same.
Yeah.
But Hope, don't. Sorry, I didn't mean to put a damper on you, Hope. But
Hope will find man. She's gonna find the right man one day. It may not be a fireman, but she'll find the right man one day.
But you know what? She might find a good fireman too, right? I'm sorry.
She actually said she likes men in uniforms, but firemen the most.
I did not say that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't even brought that up. I mean, that's a sad story that happened.
No, that's what this place is for. You know what? Everybody has experiences, right? And I like going to the VA and listening to these veterans that are, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, because they tell me stories about stuff, right? They say the best way to learn in life is by making mistakes. But if you can listen to other people's stories, that also helps you think about life, and learn. So I don't care.
You know what? It wasn't a mistake. It was just that it changed him so much. Like 2 weeks before the wedding.
Yeah, that's got to be right.
And I'm like, no, I'm out of here. Like I just like he wasn't the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to make those hard decisions.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done that 2 weeks before my wedding.
Sorry, Hope. Yeah, still look for your firefighter.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even brought that.
Or
up.
Keanu Reeves.
What I was saying is, I don't care whether it's a fireman or anybody. It's just, find the right guy for me.
A lumberjack.
I get you.
Did you like those guys that were cutting all the firewood and stuff at the lumberjack thing that I went to a month ago?
No.
I was busy that day. I was only in at one point.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm going back. I bought tickets. I don't know if I'm going to go back there or not, but I bought 8 tickets to go to it's now the Indian powwow is going to be Saturday that I have tickets to.
They still allow that in California?
Powwows? Why wouldn't they?
No, Indian.
Oh, saying the word Indian? They're the ones that say it. They say it's called the Indian powwows.
Oh.
Yeah. It's cool. They do all their dances, and it's really fun.
Very cool.
It's a really fun event. They show you all their cultures and their customs and stuff like that. It's really cool. So I'm thinking about going for sure. Oh, I thought Grau was talking for a minute, but that was Carol.
I thought too. Where? When are you going?
I gotta look at them. I think it's Saturday. It's the same place that they had the lumberjack competition.
Oh.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. I just don't know
I'm
if I
going
want
to the Irish festival.
Ooh, that sounds like more fun. Bratwurst. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the white stuff. What is the white stuff that everybody hates?
Irish festival, like bangers and mash. And
what do you put on? What do the Irish put on the hot dogs?
Shepherd's pie, and
What
beer
sauerkraut?
and
Oh no,
wine
that's German.
and
I'm thinking German. Sorry.
Yeah, you're thinking German. Yeah, no.
Okay, now you.
And kilts and Scottish games and Irish music and.
Good. Can you go? You have to have
answers.
You have to have an Irish car bomb.
Hey,
I don't even think they serve that there.
Oh, they will. Do you know what an Irish car bomb is, D? I'm sure you do.
It sounds pretty racist to me.
Sounds pretty racist.
I've heard of it, some kind of shot or something. Yeah,
Okay, so what an Irish car bomb is, you have they give you about half a pint of Guinness. They give you a little shot glass with Kahlua and Jameson's or Bushmills. I like Jameson's. And the minute the Jameson's and the Kahlua are together, it starts curdling. So you got to drink it right away. So you throw it in your Guinness real quick and you pound it.
I don't even like beer.
I don't either, but I like that. You know why? Because it tastes like a chocolate milk. It really does. It tastes like chocolate milk.
I like the Irish cider.
Irish cider? I've never had that. What's
me neither. Me neither.
What's up, Cosmic Squirrel?
Bangers is the brand.
Ooh, and you got to have some bangers for me. Those bangers and mash. Oh, yeah.
Hope, when did you? Hope, when did you say your band's playing again soon?
The one that I met David at?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to it, but they're playing in a few weeks.
Oh, okay. He's going.
Bro, you're cutting out. Are you cutting out bad, or is that me?
No, he's fine for me.
Oh.
Why isn't Gra up here looking at us like we are?
Because Gra's scared tonight.
Come on, Gra. Get up there.
Yeah.
Gra, show your face. D wants to see your...
I don't have my makeup on.
All right, guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to close down Discord and come right back because I think mine's cutting out bad. Let me restart it. Hold on, guys. We're restarting it for you.
North America, like the 3-day festival. It's the largest 3-day festival outside of Dublin, Ireland.
Now we're back.
That's great.
Now we're back.
My camera's probably backwards, so you'll have to wait a minute till yeah, it's backwards.
Of course it is.
Well, it never fails if you never face in the direction you want it to.
There you go.
There's the man.
There's
It looked
Gra.
like the nipple there for a second. Were you flashing your nipple at us?
I noticed that too.
I thought. Oh, he's got the. What does it say? Force Biden investigation. That's a nice shirt. Where did you get that one at?
I bought it off. It came in the mystery box I bought from PT News way back when.
Oh, there you go. Nice. I like that one.
No, not P2 News. Oh, Jesus.
You don't like Steve Oatley?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, you don't? Why? Tell us why.
Because he can be an asshole sometimes. Sometimes.
He's a grifter.
Yeah, I don't think so. I disagree. I don't.
Well,
name another drift name.
That's just my.
Go ahead.
I disagree also.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, he sells a lot of stuff, but he sells you stuff, like coffee and shirts and.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I don't know any other grifter that donated $97,000 last year.
Did he donate that much?
And yep, $97,000. I don't know if it was last year. It might have been 2020 during the riots when it was real hot. Get it? Get that? See what I did there?
Next year too.
What's that, Carol? You were cutting out. And then D's next.
He donated a bunch of money this year also.
Okay, now D, what's your reasoning? We're all open here. We're not arguing. We're just curious.
Yeah, we're not arguing. Just saying. Everybody's got an opinion. It's all good.
But I watched him when he first started out, and it was always money, 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 and I backed out.
I see. At the very beginning, though,
you watched him when he was freight broker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched him when it was like the Portland,
See, I didn't watch him back then, so I don't know. Is Yeety in here? Oh no, they're saying Yeety or Yeet.
All of his stuff, and that's when I stopped watching him, and that's when I unsubscribed.
I get it. I totally get it. I understand.
But I respect what he does, but he did turn me off as well because of all the money things, kind of like the other person that we're not talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But I still like Steve. I don't like the other person.
I've never went back. I mean, when he started, well, watch me on this, watch me on that, and give me this, give me that. I never went back, and that was trick. That was, geez, I don't know. Hope help me at that. How many years ago was that? Like,
that was
pandemic.
Probably early 2021-ish.
No.
I mean, because I remember watching when his
it was before
his banner sign was burned down, and
that was the banner was right around July and August of 2020, or that's when the riots were really hot. The riots were really hot in July of 2020. It was hot.
Yeah. No. No.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I barely watch him. I watched him a little bit lately just because of the stuff going on, and so I don't know enough about him to talk about him. I know he's shown my videos on his show before, but that's about it. But lately, I've watched him a little bit more.
Hey, everybody's welcome to their own opinion.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, this was before the pandemic. It was the riots in Portland where he was making his dough, and it got to a point where it was just, he bought billboards and then they set them on fire, and I was done with them then. So that was well before the pandemic started.
I see.
But like I say, everybody's welcome to their own opinion. I just, he's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Hey, Hope, did you just see what Sergeant said?
I get it.
Sergeant says, "Hi, Hope. I mean, fiance. Are you and Sergeant having a little thing and we don't know about it?"
I don't even know Sergeant. I mean, I've only talked to Sergeant in the chat, so no.
Well, Sergeant, come on in the Discord. Let's have a look at you. So, Gra, D, Andy, and I can judge you, and Carol can judge you, so that we can decide if you're good enough for our Hope.
Let me put my glasses on.
Yeah, D's putting. Whoa! D's putting her glasses on now. Whoa! Oh my gosh, she's all. I know she saw it. She smiled when she read it. That's like Richard Hertz. Richard Hertz will put something in chat, and then one day he typed. He's like, "Oh, I know Eddie read my message," because he started looking away and shook his head. It's like every time I do that. Every time you write Richard Hertz, if he's still.
I got a new one, but it's not fitting in right.
Fucking Carol. She's talking to other goddamn people while she's on our show.
Not going in, so.
It's funny. So we have a Canadian accent, a Canadian.
Yell, and then they would hear us.
Right. We have a somewhat Canadian accent here. We have Carol's Boston or Philadelphia accent. I don't know what you want to call it.
Canadian. I'm Canadian.
Well, yeah.
It's my Philly accent.
But you're also Scottish. So.
What is it called? A landed immigrant? Is that what they're still
landed
calling
immigrant?
You?
That's what I am. The landed immigrant.
Nice. Hey, I've always wondered about other countries. I never asked. I know everybody gonna laugh. Say it's the stupidest question. I know there's we have social security numbers here. What kind of identification do you have there?
Do that way.
I have a social insurance.
That one will take you right onto the railroad
I gotta
track.
block. God damn it, Carol.
Yep.
All right. Now I can't hear Carol. You have a what is it again?
I have a social insurance number.
Social insurance number.
Which is the same as your social security.
I gotcha. Is it like a long, like ours, or what are ours? 9 numbers? Let's see, 4, 3, and 2. So ours
It's
is
like a card. Like, okay, I'll give you the first 3 numbers, like 472.
Oh, so it's
blah,
just like
blah,
ours.
Blah blah blah. Which makes me legal to work in Canada.
Nice.
Like landing immigrant. Right?
There you go. So guys, we got her to give us her first 3 tonight. In a couple weeks, we're going to ask her for the next 3. Well, what was your middle 3 numbers? And then after a while, that we're going to ask her for the last couple of numbers.
Never figure it out. You'll never figure it out.
She's like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 2.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. I got a phone call one time, and they're like, "Yeah, we're calling about your student loans, and we can save you a whole bunch of money." And I was like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah. Can you give us your social security number?" So I gave, and I'm already thinking in my head, well, if you know that I have a student loan, you should know my social security number. And so I gave them a number, and they're like, "No, that doesn't work right." And I was like, "Okay, I think I gave you part of my wife's." And so then I gave them another number, and then another number. And they're like, "Don't you know your own social security number?" And finally, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just not going to give it to you, you fucking dumbass." And they go, click.
I had one call me, and it was this like idiot kid, right? And he goes, "Oh, I'm calling from Canada." No.
Hold on a second. I gotta mute Carol again. Carol, god damn it, turn off your microphone. There he says she's muted now.
I had them call me once, and like they're like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh," so I put on the voice, "Oh," I put on an old voice, like, "Oh," right?
Yeah.
And they're going, "Are you still something?" Yep, and I don't know. You gotta talk to my daughter. And I held the guy on the line for 45 minutes.
Wow, nice.
And at the end, I said to him. Then I put my real voice on. I said, "You mother effer."
Mm-hmm. Hold on, here you go.
I had a telemarketer call me back when I had a VHS player. I'm living out on the lake, and I had some porn tapes, right? And the guy calls, and I'm like, "Just a minute, I'm busy right now." And I laid it down in front of my speakers, and I plugged a VHS porn into my player. And just let it play. It played for like 30 minutes.
Wow.
Making him think that it was, what was going on in the house.
Wow.
And I really did not expect him to be on the phone when I picked it up 30 minutes later. I go, "Hello?" He goes, "Hello." I'm like,
oh my God.
He was in there for 30. I didn't say a word. I went about my business, whatever,
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty. You should have received something in the mail.
Don't you love those phone calls?
Right.
No.
Which reminds me, anytime we're doing a show, anybody gets that call, answer the phone, talk to them.
Yeah.
Content, baby.
There we go. Well, they called me all day
today. You know what? That was the bizarre thing with mine was, I said to the little friend.
Sorry, guys. Weird Girl was supposed to show me how to turn that shit down. Thank you, Mod Beachy.
So I said to the prick, I said, "Do you know what you're doing to these people?" And he felt guilty. He felt really bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, and I took it like a grain of salt, right? He apologized and everything, right? He actually called me back. I kid you not. He called me back a couple of days later, and he told me that he was done. He said,
"Wow.
I'm so sorry. I'm done. I'm going to find a real job," right? And I was like, oh, God. It was just like I saved one of those assholes from doing what they do.
Yeah.
Right? But just keeping them on the line for 45 minutes was saving the other people, right?
Yeah. That's what you think about it. Because if you keep them on the line, then that's less people that they can call and take advantage of. And if I have the time, I'll do it. If I have the time, I'll definitely do it. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So.
Holy shit! It's 9:30. Didn't I say I was gonna get off early tonight, like I did last night and the night before that?
Yep, you did.
9:30. It's only 12:27 a.m. here.
I blame it on Hope. It's Hope's fault.
It's Hope and Carol's fault. Carol's still muted, and Andy is quiet over there too. He's playing
I'm listening in. It's 10:30.
Yeah.
It's early.
He's over there in Colorado.
It's 11:30.
It's 12:30.
It's 12:30 there. You're actually all the way on East Coast time, Hope?
Yeah, we just went all the way across the country.
Holy shit. Well, we used to have Hope is frozen. Look at the face. Is everybody frozen or just me? Uh-oh. Did my internet go down?
Who, me?
Oh, no. Everything was frozen, right? But Hope was frozen like this.
You're not on camera.
You're not on camera, but don't tell him, Hope. Don't tell him.
That's right. I forgot I had to restart my thing. No, Hope was frozen. When Hope was frozen, she was... Watch, go back and look at the stream. If you go back it was like right in the middle of a laugh. So like, don't you hate it when it freezes like that in the wrong position?
Was she frozen? Was she frozen like the picture that I sent you today? Should we show that picture? Should we?
She actually got mad at me yesterday. She actually did get mad at me yesterday. She said, because I was talking bad about her. What did I say? I think it was because I said, well, she's cute, but then I saw her without her makeup.
Yeah, I think that's all you said, really.
Yeah. But no, and then she's like, Eddie, I do like guys. And so I think we may have said she might like women. Let me look at the picture you sent me.
But her camera froze today, and I couldn't help but
send me the picture. Yeah, of course, Graw. Thank you for sending it to me. I don't know. Do you want to... you know what? This is just... Okay, everybody wants to see it. I'll show it. Damn it.
Josephine said, do it. Hey, Josephine, did we wake you up? Sorry, darling.
I didn't say that. I just went...
Here, how about this? Can you guys kind of see it?
No, you can't see it. You'll have to put it on screen.
Gosh, darn it. Yeah,
we can blame Hope.
I'm trying to explain it, and if I explain it the way I want to, it's gonna sound so bad. Like you know the movies Graw was just talking about. Do you guys know the movies Graw was talking about?
No, we don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna show you right now. I just gotta so Graw, there we go. Graw was talking about a movie, like the certain movie he played for that person who called him on the phone.
The telemarketer, yeah.
Yeah, and after somebody does something to somebody's face, this is kind of what it looked like.
Well, this is what her camera froze. That was I didn't do anything to it. It was froze right
But
then.
when you're watching like a XXX movie and like one eye is like closed like this, it's normally because there's something closing it. If you know what I mean.
Oh man, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
I see how you think now. I see what you did there.
Does that not look like that though? Like you're expecting to see something on her face? I'm not going to say what. And I'm sorry, Anarchy Princess. You were nice to me yesterday, so I'm sorry. But we like to joke. You can now tell a bad joke about me. Call me a little crippled motherfucker.
I feel bad laughing. I don't think that. I mean, I don't. I see what you're getting at.
It's all for jokes. It's all for jokes.
About her, but that just cracks me up. That's so funny.
I mean, that's what it looked like. I'm just being honest. That's what it looked like when I saw that picture. I was just like, looks like a blah 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 shot. Oh, and now Dee turns off her camera on us. Dee's like, great. Eddie's going to show pictures about me now.
I was just scared of what you were showing.
It's breaking. Wait. Don't talk to me. Graw's the one that told me to show it. He's the one that sent it to me.
I blame Hope. Hope said, yeah, do it. Actually, it was Josephine. Josephine said, do it, Graw.
Yeah, Josephine did say do it. Sagittarius Dad said that's the Justin Bieber effect. That's what it was. True. Yeah. Oh, I'm not looking at her face. What was I looking at? Okay, let me look at this picture again. Oh, because you can kind of... I get it, because no, you can actually look down her shirt a little bit. I see what he's talking about. You know what though? When she does her makeup,
nothing there to. You can look down there, but there's nothing there to look at. What are you talking about?
I like all size breasts.
You know what? I think she's a she. By the way,
Andy says,
No, Andy's saying something way opposite.
No, we were discussing that. I do think she's a she. So I mean, you know, there's that.
Who's a she?
Anarchy princess.
Anarchy princess.
I think so too. I honestly do. I think it's a female.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think there was really like an Adam's apple, or I don't know. I mean, just like she's a she.
Yeah, and you know,
yeah, we've never.
No. You said he's a she.
Did I say he's a she?
Oh,
or did
somebody?
Andy?
Well, if I said that, that's not what I meant. To come out of I really meant to say she's a she. And that's just, you know, like I actually spent a little time, not that much time, but I mean, like, you know, just kind of like going back and forth. And I was like, nah, you know, there's none of the other telltale signs.
Well, now the people that she's hanging out with at this movement, right? They're conservative, right? Is Defender Event? No, none of them are conservatives.
No.
Oh, I thought maybe one or two of them were. I'd like maybe they were conservative.
Yeah.
I thought Jersey J said he was conservative.
What do they say? They are constitutionalist, right?
Okay.
And you're talking about this earlier, Eddie, right? With you know, people on the left and right, you don't care if somebody's on the left or the right. But I mean, honestly, like the people, like whether you're left or right, you've kind of got your finger on the pulse of there is something wrong. You just have different ideas about what the proper solution is, or you disagree on who's to blame for it, but you recognize the same problem either which way.
But you know what, Andy? I keep going back to the thing. I think a lot of it is indoctrination, where they went to school, man. It's the teachers, it's the professors. In 1950, it was 1-to-1, conservative against liberal professors. In 1970, it was 4-to-1. In the year 2000, it was 25-to-1 professors.
Yeah, and it's worse
look
now.
And how many children that parents are in the CCP are we paying for to go to our schools? Just guess a number. Everybody guess a number if you don't know, and I'll tell you how many.
What's the question again?
I mean,
anybody? Nobody knows.
What's the question
Nobody
again,
knows.
So I mean, like
742.
I went to Purdue. You know, I'm Purdue's a big engineering school, and like, you know, you see there are a lot of those students there, and you see
Hope can probably. I don't know if we can fact check that or not. And it's either 60,000 or 600,000. I'm guessing probably 60. It's 60,000 Chinese children from China that we flew here and pay for their schooling.
Lovely. Yeah. Well, you know, when you're talking about about conservatives and liberals and stuff, like at colleges. So at Fresno State, I wear my Trump hat everywhere, right? It's a very liberal college. But as I'm walking around with my Trump hat, I had many teachers come up to me and like whisper to me. They're like, "Look, I can't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you, I'm actually conservative. I voted for President Trump." But they like whisper it to you. You know, they're very scared to tell you. I had one professor, and I was like, "No way, she's a Trump lover." And she's like, "Eddie, look at my socks." So she pulled up her pants, and she had Trump 2020 socks. And I was like, "No way, I never would have picked you to be a Trump lover." She's like, "Fuck yeah, I am. I'm an American." I was like, cool, you know?
Yeah.
But a lot of the professors, there are professors that are conservative, but they're just afraid to say it because they don't want to lose their job, which is sad.
And like even with tenure, it's like that doesn't matter. Like if they're sufficiently motivated, they'll go revoke it anyway. Yeah. I mean, it's just yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you know, I'm falling asleep because I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. And I need to, Don, the minute I said that, Donnie gets up. He's like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm fucking hungry, asshole."
You need to step and entertain us some more, Eddie.
I need to stay up and entertain you guys some more. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my. I don't even. Did I sing that song right?
See, the thing with Canada right now
Uh-huh.
is Trudeau, right?
Yeah.
You know about the truckers convoy. You know about all that shit that's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, he's the only one right now in order. So we don't he's in power for another 3 years.
Wow.
And everybody wants him out, right?
But what can you do? You're screwed, right? I mean,
there's nothing we can do.
There's not like an impeachment process up there?
We're screwed with Biden and the Biden the administration behind him, a better way to say it. I mean, we're screwed with him in 2024, you know? I mean,
yeah. But with Trudeau, we don't have the impeachment stuff that you guys have. Like, we don't have any out to even try to get rid of him.
There's no way.
There's nothing.
There's zero chance that he could ever, because it would, I mean, to impeach here, I mean, it requires a majority vote in the House of Representatives, which maybe we could get after the midterms, but then it's a 2/3 in the Senate, and that'll never once happen ever. And
that's
so
we don't have that impeachment clause here, right?
Yeah.
We're screwed. We're stuck with this dictator, as I call him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and what do? We got to sit here and watch his bullshit, and you guys have seen it, like what he did through the truckers' protest. The way he freaking put the cops out there and everything was just ridiculous, right?
And they went along with it. That was the other thing. You know, they went along with it.
Like, nice edge.
That's so depressing when you see people that are supposed to uphold, you know, something, a higher ideal, and then all they're in it for is a paycheck after all. And you know, don't. And I understand, you know, losing the paycheck in the retirement is not. I mean, you got to take care of your family, but I mean, at a certain point, you can't continue going along with what you're seeing.
Oh wow. Sorry to cut you guys off, but so I just want to go check out Anarchies real quick. I guess the Defender Vance guy. So he's got enough donations now. So now he's made shirts with whoever that person is that got arrested for child whatever. They now have shirts of it. Here, hold on. Let me show you guys. He now has a shirt of that. Remember that flyer he was trying to hand out?
Bandit.
Is it Bandit? Okay, so he now has a shirt with that guy's picture on there. Let me share it in Discord.
Wow. And make sure it's not Bandit 78. That's a totally different guy.
Hold on. Let's see.
But anyway, kids, the old man's going to bed.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to bed in just a minute.
God bless everybody.
Here you go, Grog. Just look. You can see the shirt real quick.
Love you, Grog. Have a good night.
Can you see it?
All right. Good night, Grog.
Yeah, I'll see it. It'll come up in a minute.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Good night. Yeah, I gotta really get going. But can you guys see that?
We're going to. You got doctor's appointments tomorrow? Anything? And we're going to do a court show, or what are we doing?
Tomorrow's Thursday. No, I'm going to do a court show. I don't have to go to my surgery until Monday, so I'm good until Monday.
Monday. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. See you guys then. Good night.
I tell you what, everyone. Monday Eddie's going to be feeling so good. They're going to give me so many drugs. I'm going to be.
Oh man, we got to do a show then, right? He's like, hey, we're live.
Right.
I'm really live.
Morphine. You know, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Morphine is my best friend. No, just kidding. I'm not addicted, but I had kidney stones, you know, and I was in a lot of pain, like in so much pain, and I go to the hospital, and they give me a shot of morphine, and like 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh my God, now I know why people freaking get addicted to this. And I could have just imagined, they're like, great, we got another drug addict here. But no.
Yeah.
What was it? In the Civil War, that's when they started giving morphine, and then they gave, I think it was cocaine to people to stop them from being addicted to morphine, but then they got addicted to cocaine. I'm not sure if it was cocaine or not, but it was
heroin.
Like heroin. Okay, that was right.
Yeah. Heroin was. They said, yeah, we're gonna have heroin So maybe it'll stop being addicted to morphine. Instead, it was like 2 or 3 times more addictive. It was worse.
Wow. Oh, and I don't know if anybody is healthy here, but I got a question for you guys. So before, for pre-surgery, they said I can't take vitamins before my surgery. Wouldn't you think vitamins would be good to take before surgery?
I think, they got to have you at like some kind of a baseline, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
Well, they told me not. They also told me not to do any weed and not to drink any alcohol. So
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
As I'm taking some Crown Royal. Dee, do you like Crown Royal?
No, but my friends do. I don't do Crown Royal.
No. Do you drink whiskey though, or?
I drink rum.
Rum. Ooh. Like
Bacardi White.
Party White. I've never heard of that rum before.
Bacardi White.
Oh, Bacardi White. Oh, okay. I've never had Bacardi White.
Bat.
You know, we're gonna have to have a drinking show one of these days.
You know what we should do too? A trivia night. We should do a trivia night.
The only problem about
I've done that before. It was fun.
That would be fun, but the problem is because we're all on the internet. So how do we know nobody's cheating?
The way we did it before, it was like it was very fast. So it's not like they had time to
look
it up.
Okay.
Multiple choice ABC trivia night. That would be fantastic, right?
Yeah.
The one I did was not multiple choice. It was, you have to know.
Well,
but
we did it on. Remember 4th of July? On 4th of July, we did trivia about 4th of July. We did that. Jeez, you think you'd remember every single show? I know I do a show every day. Hope you should remember every single second of every single show. I don't pay you nothing for nothing. Right? Oh my gosh.
So sorry. Well, maybe if I was paid more, I'd remember more.
How about this? I'll give you a raise, triple. I'll triple your salary. Well, wait a minute. No. I kind of do pay her, because Hope does do a lot for the show. And like one day we were asking her about shows that she watched, and she's like, "No, I don't have Netflix, so I can't." So I gave her my Netflix. So I do kind of pay her. I share my Netflix with her.
I'm only kidding.
I know. And you know why I do that, though? Because I figured, hey, if I'm paying for 5 fucking people to use my Netflix and I only have me and my stepdad, I'm going to donate it to some more people to get my money's worth. I'm part Jewish. That's the way I am. I'm going to get every penny of my money. I can't throw shit away. I just can't. You buy a box of nails and you have like one nail left. I'm keeping that motherfucker because I'll use it eventually.
That noise.
Carol's got a lot of sound in her background there.
Sorry. What's that, D?
I said, what's the noise?
That's Carol. You know what?
I blocked her.
Yeah, I blocked her too.
I'm not blocked her, but I've muted her.
I think she forgot that she's at work, so. But I blocked her. Well, muted her.
Yeah.
Carol, we're muting your ass. You mutant. Whoa, Dee's got ghosts over there now.
He is a ghost.
Are you a ghosty?
No, ghosty.
Ghosty. Hey, that sounds kind of cool. Ghosty. We're going to call you Ghosty from now on. You're Ghosty.
No. My light is really bad. Like, in the background.
So, okay, I said it like 4 times now for over 15 minutes. I definitely am going to go. I'm going to feed these brats. And I'm going to go to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for being here. We really enjoyed it. HD, let's see, Sage is still in there. Sergeant, I will help you hook up with Hope. Don't worry. Space Daisy, Digawarp, Wayne, everybody's still in here. Have a good night. What's that?
You said.
Oh wait, is Carol saying something now? Hold on, Carol's saying something. I got her muted. Let me unmute her. Carol, we had to mute you because you're being a pain in the ass.
The beer truck loud.
Oh, it was a beer truck that was loud?
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Did you get a beer truck for me?
What did you say?
I said we had to mute you for like fucking 20 minutes because your phone wouldn't shut the fuck up.
It was the radio. Sorry. I have drunk people screaming at soda machines, throwing their purse and everything else all over tables. And yeah.
You know, you should live stream.
That's what I would do.
You should live stream working security.
It gets really entertaining sometimes.